Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise. So you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. We back. We back again, man. See a little quick break and we back to build on this box. See how we put that work in over here? Yeah, there. We're going to talk some more boxing. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. I noticed in the last stream, people had asked me about the Oshaquie Foster interview with Cigar Talk. And y'all know Najee, that's my guy anyway. I've been reviewing his interviews for a while now. So we gonna get right back to it, man. We don't change nothing up. Back to build. Talk this boxing. We got to talk about it. Giving it this, it's just do how we always do. Y'all know. Man, let me say what's up to the fam, though. Dank, my dog. Appreciate you, bro. Always G tatted up. But my guy was good. Robert in the building. Shout out to you, BBO. Was good with it, family. And congrats on the monetization, my guy. CJ was good, homie. How you feeling? Hit the like button and all that good stuff for your boys. Support the build because we back at it. We doubled up today, unexpectedly though. But you know, I figured we gonna come back and have us another good conversation about this boxing. But I had touched on this a little bit the last time we was here, man. We was here a little earlier. I was talking about this too. You know, look, everybody entitled to call it talk boxing how they do, but you know, I just think it's getting to a point where toxic boxing is taking over, right? Like we try to find the worst in every situation and over analyze it and make it something that it's not. And I was saying it earlier, man, they doing it with Devin Haney. Like I said, a lot of this shit, call it what it is. I'm a man before anything. This should be coming from our own people. And it's very disappointing that, you know, in boxing and in this sport, you can't make a mistake. You can't make a mistake. You got to be perfect. It got to look like everything got to look like what the fans wanted to look like. You clearly can't mess up. You got to be immune to mistakes. You got to be superhuman every single night. You got to have a world-class, elite level performance every single time you get in the ring. It's like the most, like, we place the most unrealistic expectations on these fighters that we don't even place on ourselves in the day-to-day life. And like I said, when I see people been going in on this kid for making a simple ass mistake by, just being a little fast on the trigger, really didn't read the caption and noticed that he was commenting on the, RIP post, everybody, critiqued him for it and, got on his case about it because all over 2 words, bro. All the man said was good fit. All the man 2 cents, my dog, was good with it. All the man said was good fit, bro. You get what I'm saying, yo, Robert, man? And it's nasty. It's like, why are we doing this? Why do we got so much negative energy toward the best fighters, some of the best fighters in the world, bro? We start, men are starting to sound like females. Like, what are you looking to date one of these people? You keep talking about their personality. And I just don't. Personality, what? This is not a character flaw. This was just an honest mistake. And to try to make it seem like it's more than that is wild. It's nasty work. Like, look what they doing. Good leash, doggy. Like, shit like this. Like, there's just the undertones with this kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, what's funny about this? Like, it don't even be that deep for real. It don't, bro. It don't be that serious. He messed up, bro. Look, all of this, and look what he got to go through. Now they now they playing with the man. Now they playing with him. Telling me, I get it, it's the internet, but like I said, man, I just think selective outrage, man. It ain't about giving people they just do it, and it wasn't about him making a mistake. People wasn't trying to see that. They just like, oh well, he needs to learn how to read a room. He's a dummy, and blah blah blah. Look at this dude. I will never support him again. And I just wanted to briefly touch on that. Like, this nasty. This ain't necessary, bro. All that over a mistake. Just for him, I didn't even know anyone in the picture besides King Ace. He said, that's what I was talking about. You get what I'm saying? You get me? And then the man apologized like a G. They see what I'm saying? His condolences to the family. He kept it moving, man. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think he was, though, because I think I've seen stuff like this on a regular basis. I've had this happen to me before. I've commented or read something too fast and said something, you know what I'm saying, and had to delete it or correct myself. I think we've all made that kind of mistake before, whether it's a post, reading something, thinking somebody said something that wasn't said. It's nobody's above human error, and the fact that he was so willing to clarify who he was talking about, and he acknowledged that he didn't pay no attention. Like, he thought his boy posted it. He didn't realize it. You know what I mean? But he said he didn't even read the caption. He said, my condolences to the family. That's how you're supposed to get on top of it. And from there, it should be over. It shouldn't be all this. I'm not never supporting Devin again. Oh, my God, it's the end of the world. Did you see what he said? What did he say, y'all? What did he say? Good fit. They're like, well, bro, he was talking to his man with the fit. He thought he had on a nice outfit, bro. Now he got to be all types of dogs on the leash. He got to be all types of rainbow breeds. Like, I don't know, man. Boxing just getting trashed, man. Integrity over views, real conversations over bullshit narratives. Y'all know the spill over here, man. I just can't rock with it, man. And anytime I see an opportunity to give somebody the credit they deserve, or they getting unjustly dragged, you gonna hear me speak on it. I don't care what fighter it is, because I support them all, unless you really do something that's detrimental and give me a reason to step back from you. But in this case, it's an honest mistake. Is all it was. There's no reason to overreact and drag the man online. Twitter is a nasty place. Boxing Twitter is mainly what I'm talking about. I haven't watched anybody videos, so I don't know what anybody has said, but this shit coming straight from the comment section, right? They just going in on him like, man, that's it. I'm done with Devin Haney. I'm never watching him again. I will never support Devin again, ever. So like little 13-year-old high school girl or something, man. Like, I'm never Never again, Devin. I'll never support you, Devin. Like, chill out, bro. Just relax. Bro made a mistake. He made a mistake, G. You feel me? Pop a lot of smoke. What's good with it, homie? How you feeling, bro? What's good with it, my guy? And we're gonna talk about it though. But like I said, man, it ain't that deep, man. There's other stuff going on in boxing. I think the fact that he got a fight coming up with Brian Norman is great. That's right on par. That's something we should talk about. So I'm gonna shift the conversation a bit from this to that. The Butcher, what's good, homie? Shout out to Pop a lot, man. What's good, fam? How you feeling? 5 boxing fan. What it do, fam? You said, what's this about? What with the Haney shit? Real quick, I'll run through it. Somebody passed away, RIP to the fighter, Nino, that they all putting up 357 Nino. He passed away. Devin Haney broke good fit on the post. He didn't really take heed and read the caption and realize it was a RIP post. He said he didn't know nobody in the picture besides his man, King Ace. That's who he was talking about. And when he realized what he did, so he didn't even pay attention. Thought my boy posted this picture. Because he was in it, he said, I didn't read the captions. Send my condolences to his family. And that's it. And just keep it moving. So people just dragging it. Now they calling him a dog on the leash. Now they referring to him as whatever this supposed to be. But I'm not into that. It ain't that deep, bro. Devin Haney got a real fight coming up. Y'all should be saluting the man at the end of the day. Whether you like him or not, you got to be able to salute him for the move that he's making. He fighting Brian Norman. Wasn't Brian Norman looking like the other dangerous fighter out at welterweight outside of Boots? Now Boots is not there. That's what the big story is, and we missing it. We really missing it, bro. So I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. I just wanted to show y'all the selective outrage and how people choose to show their true colors whenever these young men do anything remotely outside of what they believe they should be doing. He made an honest mistake. I truly believe that in my heart of hearts. So I wouldn't be here speaking on it, but I don't think he deserved his slander and to get his name dragged all over Twitter. I don't think it was that kind of situation, right? I could see if he said something egregious or disgusting. It wasn't that. He was actually sending a compliment to somebody that he felt posted it. Wasn't paying attention. He got it wrong. He fixed it. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, 2 cents. Can't wait. Hate on Devin Haney, but when we get Norman together, they will see. Yeah, man, that's the. So let's shift the conversation a little bit. Let's shift the gears. That's the bigger story. That's the better conversation. The fighter that he's fighting. Again, we heard some talk about Boots Ennis at 52. We understand why he wouldn't take that fight. That'd be a bit too much. He ain't fought at a full 47. Why would he fight at 52 is what he said. I understand that completely. I get exactly where he's coming from with that. Gotta slow walk it. And I don't think you go jump head first into a Boots fight without knowing what you fully are at 47 and without you getting all the way back to where you once was. I think Devin Haney got some real questions to answer. I think it's more reasonable for them to try to answer those questions against Brian Norman when they step in the ring with him in November. But I think the Boots thing was never really a realistic option. I mean, I know he said they was cool with it, but at the end of the day, you wasn't, because if you wasn't going to take it at the weight that it was at, then you wasn't really cool with the fight. Not saying you was avoiding it, because we ain't got to get into any of that. Nobody that's looking to fight Brian Norman after he punched 6 weeks of memory out of somebody is being a scary guy. So we got to pump the brakes. Let's not lose sight of the fact that what Devin Haney is attempting to do here. He attempted to bounce back again when he fought Jose Ramirez after the Ryan Garcia debacle. He got the win. He got overly criticized for that win. People trashed him for that. How he won, they didn't like it, the performance, but he won. They trashed him more than they trashed the guy that lost and didn't do anything. Didn't do none of the stuff he said he was going to do. But all the criticism fell on Devin Haney, which was weird. You're not a real boxing fan when you can't make a full assessment. A full assessment means you got to talk about the guy that won and the guy that lost, the good and the bad. Not just the shit that helped you make a case to try to prove that Devin Haney is somehow not the fighter that he is. No matter what you say, how you try to spin it, how many times you replay the April 20th fight with Ryan cheated. It will for always be a tainted win. It don't count. It's a no contest. It's an asterisk by it. It will never count. And I told y'all before, for those that been following the channel from the beginning, y'all already know what time it is. I ain't gonna never tell y'all something that's a lie. My man seen the picture with Ryan in it with drugs and other shit. So all that he didn't cheat and he didn't know. Nah, he cheated and he knew, and it was all intentional. That was his own doing. I'm gonna just leave that there. But moving past that, after that, look what he was attempting to do. I'm just trying to shift the conversation back to some fucking boxing and not this weak ass narrative. All because the man typed 2 words, good fit, on somebody's post and he didn't read the post correctly. We all done shit like that. Don't tell me you haven't. We all misread something before or said something out of turn and had to correct it, or you made a mistake before. So at the end of the day, look what he was attempting to do, bro. He got cheated. And this is for the real boxing fans. Hit that like button, y'all. We're gonna build on this. All things. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? It's a dangerous situation. Cali, was good with it, fan. Ryan cheated, absolute 100%. Ray Davis, my jersey, Bretcher. You get what I'm saying? Didn't get mad when he looked crazy without the PDs. L-Dub, the plug, my guy, Rod in the building. What's good, homie? We gonna get it, man. We gonna get it. Shout out to the fan. But so, like I said, instead of us talking about what he's attempting to do, let's talk about it, because they ain't gonna talk about it. They want to stay stuck on what he said on a damn post on accident, right? He said what he said, but he corrected himself. If you're not gonna say that he corrected himself, why even bring it up? So let's shift the conversation, like I said, to some boxing and pay attention to what he really attempting to do. He got cheated by Ryan. He fought Ryan. He accepted the 3 pounds. He got the money and all that good stuff, and the fight went ahead. It didn't work out in his It didn't work out in his favor, bro. It didn't work out in his favor, and that's cool. That's cool. Norman's telling, yeah, I had seen you say that. Yeah, those people they looking for a narrative to push, chat it up. They're not looking for boxing. You get me? They looking to try to convince people of something. You get what I'm saying? So Taylor made that remains to be seen. You get what I'm saying? We got to see how that play out. They think he's telling me, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Should have done everyone, got paid and not fight. Probably, who knows? It could have been a situation like that, but that's the thing. Now think about that. Edwin did want to fight, though, Robert. That's the crazy part. If it wasn't for his team making that decision for him, he would have went ahead and fought Keyshawn. Fighters be wanting to fight, that especially when there's money on the line. They put in a whole training camp. He wanted to fight. Edwin wanted to fight. That's why Devin went ahead with the fight. Think about it. He could have called it off. Could have been like, nah, he overweight. I fight off. He didn't do it. He said, hey, man, pay me and we going to fight. Overweight. They got in there. The fight played out how it did, but he had Osterine in his system. So we all know, asterisk, no contest. He got fined and suspended, paid the $1 million, all that shit. Devin Haney had to recover, bounce back from getting his bell rung, all types of crazy. And just to find out that this dude had an unfair advantage, what makes it even crazier. So with that being said, man, look what he attempting to do. He got his ass whooped at 420. Took the longest layoff of his career. He came back. He came back with the idea of getting his lick back against Ryan. He had the lawsuit thing going. Ryan said, man, drop the lawsuit and we could fight. Now check this out. Check this out. More selective outrage. Let me show y'all how people don't really give people credit where it's due. So again, remember, all of the talk was, no, why are you suing him? Don't sue him. Get your lick back. Get it back in blood. You soft. You a bitch. You this. You that. Remember, right? Fight him. Drop the lawsuit. Soon as Ryan Garcia threw that out there, dropped the lawsuit, away went the lawsuit, and into plans they went, right? Plans to fighting each other. They went to putting that together, right? Both of these guys got alternate bouts that they were supposed to win. Devin Haney got Jose Ramirez to bounce back against. Ryan Garcia had Rolly Romero, who most of the world said he was going to knock out. Now, understand something. They told Devin Haney to drop the lawsuit. That's some soft-ass shit. What are you doing? You can't sue him for battery and now blah, blah, blah. We heard it all. They dropped the lawsuit. Where was people like, all right, that's how you do it? You complained about it. You sure you could take a couple of minutes on your live stream saying, man, he did drop the lawsuit. He want that rematch. Because that's what that was about. They had the rematch set in advance. And, a lot of people didn't like it. They thought it was in bad taste. Like, man, how you scheduling fights before they get through their current fights? Well, they did it. But at the end of the day, they all was a part of the same plan. The fact of the matter is, Devin Haney took his longest layoff of his career and was bouncing back. You get what I'm saying? Bouncing back. And he was able, Hannibal was good with it. He was able to win despite coming back off the longest layoff, the catch weight that they fought at. You get what I'm saying? Fighting another guy that's supposed to have a really good left hook, supposed to have more tread left on the tire. You know what I'm saying? Shade with peace, Queen. How you feeling? You get what I'm saying? This is who he fought. This is supposed to be a guy that could push him in some regard. He said he was going to be fresh, rejuvenated, all this shit. He sold us a whole idea of how he was going to look at up here. And you could pretty much chalk it up to, round it up to 47. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a catch weight, but yeah, they pretty much fought it welterweight. You get what I'm saying? But he came in there and he looked like some stir fry. He didn't do a thing. He didn't do none of what he said. So at least Devin Haney went in there and won the fight. The league dropped the lawsuit, like y'all said. He attempted to get it back in blood with Ryan, like y'all said. And you see how so many people looked over that. They overlooked it because his last fight didn't look like what you wanted it to look like, or the actual rematch didn't happen. But let's talk about it. Why didn't the rematch happen? Because it wasn't Devin Haney that went out there and got dropped, double left hooked and neutralized and got outboxed. It wasn't him. Yeah, he moved excessively. Yeah, it wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing to the eye, not by any stretch. That ain't typical Devin Haney. That's why we criticizing it, but it's all good. But at the end of the day, he went in there and won. That's after getting his bell rung, after getting drug all over the ring by Ryan Garcia, drug in the media by his people. He got called everything but a child of God, right? That's what they did to him. So at the end of the day, in terms of moving like a fighter, I just want to point something out. I want to point about this man's character and his heart at the end of the day. I'm not vouching for his personality. I don't know him personally, but the fighter, Devin Haney, guess what he did after getting dropped all types of times, getting trolled, and he going in meme land forever. Guess what he did? Say, you know what? I'm getting that shit back. I'm gonna beat up Jose Ramirez. I'm gonna win this shit on my terms. I gave y'all a fight that y'all asked for. I'm gonna win like this, and I'm gonna get back to this dude. Ryan Garcia fumbled the bag. He the one that tested positive for Ostarine, then had the audacity to come back against what many would think was a lesser opponent in Rolly Romero, and he got outboxed and beat up. And people, they talked about it, but the criticism for Ryan Garcia still wasn't nearly as loud as the criticism for Devin Haney. I'm trying to understand something. So here we got is a known fucking cheater in Ryan Garcia, but then Devin Haney is getting all the flack for losing to a guy that was juiced, intentionally juiced, and undisciplined. You can't make this shit up. You said he was a bitch for trying to sue. He dropped the lawsuit to try to get the fight. What does that make him? He went through the fight. He took the necessary steps. He fought the fight. He fulfilled his end of the bargain. Who didn't stand on business? You would think it was the guy that was getting his ass beat and getting hit with Ostarine-induced left hooks that didn't fulfill his end of the bargain. No, it was the undisciplined, cheating ass Ryan Garcia, and people kind of let that shit fly under the radar just to push the narrative on Haney. Miss me with that. Had it not been for that extra bit of help that he had, I think Haney beats him on points and outboxes the man. That's what I'm sticking to. I think if they was to ever rematch, if Devin Haney could return to him and fight a disciplined, smart fight and not step to him and box and work his way to the fight, let the fight come to him, I got him winning. Ryan Garcia is an undisciplined, untrustworthy kind of guy. And then when he do wrong, he wants sympathy and there's no accountability. Devin Haney came back. He showed some accountability. It took him a while, but he let you know, look, we made mistakes. You heard his father with Bill get a lot of flack. Why Bill ain't getting no understanding for when he went on the interview and said, look, man, a lot of what y'all seen was what the fans wanted to see. He letting y'all know, look, we fucked up. We made some mistakes, bro. Where's all the like the criticism? Why the praise ain't nowhere near as loud as the criticism? Why the criticism out? It just is louder than anything. You get what I'm saying? These guys are actively moving the right way, but guess what? Guess what we focused on? A fucking tweet, bro. We worried about what he tweeted. Who cares? Who cares? I care that he just got back in the ring, beat Jose Ramirez, and Ryan went out there and shit the bed after having Ostarine in his system. He had the audacity to come back and look like a shell of himself, but people let that shit ride because we too focused on Devin Haney and a lawsuit that didn't go no fucking where. It didn't go nowhere. It was just a waste of time, man. Let's call that shit what it is. Real ones know that shit was about money and business. They tried to use that shit as leverage because they felt like their bag was ruined after suffering a defeat from Ryan Garcia. Call that shit what it is. That's what it was about. They thought they image, man, his reputation, his stock. Remember all this talk about how his stock took a hit? And think about it. His stock took a hit all because he fought an undisciplined, overweight, Ostarine-induced fighter in Ryan. But he got criticized like he cheated. I don't care how much weight he gained overnight. Until boxing say they got a problem with it, who am I to make my own rules? I'm not about to rack my brain about how he putting on weight. Until they say that's cheating, I'm not about to lose no sleep over it. What I know about Devin, when it's time to show up on that scale, even if he got to look like an extra in Thriller, he gonna get up on that damn scale and make that weight. How could you not respect that? So never mind the weight that he put on. Talk about how he killed himself to make the weight to begin with. And yeah, it's his own fault because he's choosing to stay at the weight class, but it still sacrificed that as a, supporter of the sport of boxing. I can respect that shit. He do a lot of shit the right way, man. Not everything right. These young men figuring it out, bro. But when it comes to staying disciplined inside that ring and, in the gym and being a gym rat, putting the work in, that's what Devin Haney embodies, man. You get me? And I just don't feel like people see enough of it because they too caught up in his personality. Y'all sound like women. You sound like little young high school women. I swear to you, I don't like his personality. He's obnoxious. Like nobody trying to hear all that shit. Can he fight? Can he box? Hell yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care if you don't like his jab, straight right hand, body shot combination. I don't care. I like it. I'm rocking with him. He's world-class, top-level fighter, and I'm going to rock with him until I see otherwise. He got cheated by a guy that knowingly cheated and then blamed the entire world for it. Nah, man, we dragging this man for a mistake. I'm not doing it. He did everything he was supposed to do to get it back in blood with this weird ass Ryan Garcia, and he didn't fulfill his end of the bargain. And then furthermore, you get what I'm saying? He's sitting around looking bad, like a shell of himself. And then what Devin do? Oh, okay, the rematch canceled. All right, bet. Hey, Tio, what's good? Nah, bro, that people don't say this enough. You spend way too much time. They gonna spend more time talking about the tweet than Devin Haney's comeback trail. Because he on it. All he got to do is keep winning. I get it. People ain't like the Ramirez. That's one fight. That could be an anomaly. He could change all that shit with the right kind of win if he could beat Brian Norman or even just show up and show out. Win, lose, or draw. He kept it moving and he said, hey, Tio, what's good? The fight that people said they wanted to see for years, man. He ain't looking like exactly like himself. Tio coming off one of his better performances at 140 over Arnold Barboza. What did Tio do? Left all the millions on the table. Why we ain't acknowledging Devin was with the smoke? And the reason we ain't getting Teofimo and Devin Haney is because of Teofimo not wanting to fight. So again, I thought this man was a bitch. I thought he was a hoe. I thought he was a sucker. Thought he was a spoon-fed kid. I thought he was a daddy's boy. You get what I'm saying? I thought Devin was all these things. You don't try to get back the way he was trying to get back if that's what you are. You get what I'm saying? If he really truly soft, you don't try to get your lick back with Ryan that cheated you. You could have just said, you know what? I don't know if he ever going to be clean again. I can't trust him. I don't want to fight him. Because remember, he was talking like that at first. Time passed on, and he changed his tune, and he wanted smoke with that dude. And the reason we're not getting it is because of the undisciplined guy, not because of Devin Haney, the guy that had the lawsuit, and the father that y'all love to hate. You get what I'm saying? It's not that. He pulled up on Tio like, oh, what's good? Turkey like, man, hey, man, ball in your court, Tio. We got the money for you. What's up? What did he do? Nah, man, they trying to rush the fight, man. They trying to rush it, man. I wanted to fight Boots, blah, 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 blah. Bro, what? You got all that money on the table. Boots ain't thinking about you. What are you talking about? So once again, we don't get another fight. That would have been a good fight. So we don't get the rematch to no fault of Devin Haney's. When he was given a demand to drop the lawsuit and then we can fight or no fight, what did they do? They dropped the lawsuit, but we going to ignore it. So Ryan ain't fight. That's because of Ryan. Tio, he ain't get to fight because of Tio. The Boots thing, I can understand Boots. That fight not coming to fruition. Truthfully, I don't honestly think they would have taken that one anyway. They can say what they want. I don't think it's about being scared of ducking. That just wasn't a smart fight to try to take, especially if it had been at 152 pounds. But he moved on from that situation. And then Boots moved up. And then you got the other second half of one of the most dangerous fighters at welterweight. And now is probably the most dangerous guy there in Brian Norman Jr. And that's who they fight. The kid deserves some respect. That's all I'm saying. You don't got to praise him. You don't got to be your favorite fighter. You don't got to love his nickname and his fighting style. You don't got to like everything Bill Haney say. But when you look at him as a man and as a fighter, you got to say, hey, man, I support this. I support the way he moving because so often we ask fighters to do certain things. And when we do them, we don't even acknowledge him. So we asked this guy to be all about the smoke. We asked him to try to get his lick back. He attempted to do all of that and then continued to go after Smoke after the Ryan Garcia shit fell out. Going to Teofimo in the condition that he looked like against Jose Ramirez is very fucking brave, man. You gotta respect it. It didn't come to fruition. That's on T.O. right out of T.O.'s mouth, right? You moved on. Now you got Brian Norman Jr. on the hook. The man just punched 6 weeks of memory out of a guy with a left hook, who people say is Devin Haney's kryptonite. So what do you do in that situation? You gotta respect that man. Win, lose, or draw, he ain't gotta win the fight for me. And he got my respect because he's showing you who he is. When y'all said he need to show us, he been showing you. He been trying to make them fights. And respectfully, it ain't been his fault as to why they ain't happened. Not this particular run. He made it all the way to Brian Norman Jr. and at full welterweight. With Brian Norman coming off like back to back great performances where he knocking guys out. He looking as dangerous as he's ever looked in his career. And Devin Haney and Bill are going into that Lions den, bro. Left hook and all. And Brian Norman ain't even left-handed. He's right-handed. And he got both his hands held. You know what I mean? Talk to his pops. Talk to him. First time he said he had both hands since he was like 17. That's the guy that Devin Haney about to fight. So part of me that I get annoyed when I see people dragging him online for some stupid ass tweet where he clearly made a human mistake. And then this dude is actively out here pursuing fights that could arguably end his career. He just Brian Norman punched Jensen Saki into the middle of next week, bro. Literally, he did worse than that. You know how you heard that saying in before in life? You heard it, whether it came from your parents, somebody, if I knock you in the middle of next week. Brian Norman Jr. punched Jensen Saki into the middle. He like 6 weeks gone. That's a month and a half. Just think about that. That's the guy Devin said, yo, I'll fight him. I'll fight him. The one that you let depending on who you talk to, the one that Boots Ennis really didn't want to fight, or the one that Eddie Hearn didn't really want Boots Ennis to fight, depending on who you talk to. Yeah, that guy, Devin said, I'll fight him. And people are missing it, and you get hung up on a tweet because he spoke too fast. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? We just looking for reasons to be negative, man. You got all this shit to focus on that say, man, this dude is showing me win, lose, or draw. He's showing me that he got it. He got heart. He showed you it when he got knocked down with them Osterine-induced left hooks. He showed you he had fight in him. He got in there. He did what he had to do against Ramirez. He got that win. He lived to fight another day. Now he gets to see if he can return to complete form against one of the most dangerous punchers and fighters in the welterweight division in Brian Norman Jr. That's a lot of respect, man. And then you got people, like I said, man, they sound like high school girls. You know, I'll never support Devin again, ever. Like, you got to throw the ever in it. Like, bro, so what, bro? He'll be fine without your support, bro. I'll tell you what, as long as he keep chasing meaningful fights and dangerous fights and, you know, chasing down them guys that not everybody's beating down their door, or guys that people think he can't beat or shouldn't be in the ring with, he going to be just fine, bro. And then this conversation is because I support boxing, and the amount of negativity I see surrounding it is just not justified, bro. It's not that deep. It don't be that deep, man, when you got all this real boxing to focus on. So like I said, man, the fake boxing fans are really starting to rear their head every single time a fighter does anything of any sort, right? And when you see it with Devin Haney, I spoke on it. So like I said, man, for those that was just listening to it, I gave the man the credit accordingly. I ain't getting caught up in no fucking tweet because I don't care about what he tweets. You know what I'm saying? All that much. I care about what he been doing since getting cheated by Ryan. And the only thing you can honestly say he's been doing is just trying to get it back little by little. You know what I'm saying? He got to get it back. He got him a fight in. He won his fight. Ryan didn't. Oh, he blew the rematch. All right, I moved on. Okay, Teofimo didn't want smoke. Cool, I moved on. Boots, that 152 sounded a little crazy. We ain't doing that. Cool, Boots moved on. Oh, shit, you got Brian Norman there. Dangerous as hell. He punching 6 weeks of memory up out of guys. Cool. Dev said, I'll fight him. And that's where we at. And that's what I'm gonna enjoy this build up. I hope everything goes according to plan for both of those dudes. I just want to see both men healthy in the ring. I just want to see a good fight. May the best man win. But I'm just here for boxing. All this dragging the fighters online for making mistakes is wild. It's nasty work, man. He made a little mistake. I think he's gonna have to he cleaned it up. It's not that big a deal, man. I think we got to stay focused on the main thing is boxing, bro. These dudes gonna make mistakes, but main thing is standing on business and making the fights that the people could want to see you in. You get what I'm saying? Trying to destroy Devin Haney, yeah, it's wild. Them too, but they've been dragging them online. Shout out to the Clean Shade. Well, yeah, they jumped on the Ryan train. Remember the Exodus files? They out here saying Ryan is in their good graces. The dude was trying to make a case that Ryan got cheated. 503 was good with it. I got you. I'm gonna drop the link. Jordan, my dog, 704 was good with it. Yeah, they try to play Devin. I ain't like it. I just not a fan of it. Like that's you put the braid. I get it. A good troll is a good troll, but I think sometimes we jump the gun way too quick and we be looking to just like nail a guy to the cross. Like the man. What I'm annoyed with a little bit, because I ain't mad, I don't care, do what you do. But he corrected himself. Send my condolences, bro. That's all you can do. You made a mistake, you corrected like a man. You made the mistake publicly, you corrected, you move on. Can't wait to see this fight in November, man. I hope both guys make it to the ring healthy, bro, because that's all I want to see is a good fight. I just want to see a good fight, bro. Yeah, it is. I got you, 503. I know you want to cook on this. Let me drop the link now. We can talk on it. Hit that link, man. Hit the link and hit that like button. We gonna build. It is. It's just nasty work. It's unnecessary. I got the Dan Rafael joining here too, Teach. I got everything. I got y'all. I told you we double back. We just did 3 hours and we right back. So do your boys solid. Hit the like button and we gonna keep building, man. But like I said, man, yeah, that was a nasty picture, both of them. You know what I'm saying? He putting his leash around his neck because he made a mistake is wild. And I like I said, I'm never rocking with it. I don't care who did it. I don't care what they talk about on Toxicity. That shit weak as hell. And people don't really be here for boxing. They be here for slander and the narratives. I be watching a lot of shit in the background. It don't be a lot of boxing being talked. It be like, let me make up something. Let me focus on all the negative shit. Let me, that y'all dudes be too old, man. These be 20-some-year-old men living life at the top of their craft, and this is what we decide to do. You know what I mean? When he's showing you exactly how a fighter's supposed to move, because in my opinion, I think he did everything he was supposed to do on his way back. I don't see nothing he could have did wrong right now. It's just like you got to let the fights happen. We don't know how he's going to look against Norman, but he got the win against Ramirez. On to the next. 503 was good, homie.
Just do what's good, homie, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mm-hmm. I just took me a little break at work, man. I jump on YouTube,
right,
and I see this picture, man, and you cooking, bro. Like you, hey, boy, you in the kitchen for real on some shit. Like this shit right here, bro. Like I really wasn't gonna speak on it, but when I seen you talking about it, bro, it's like, what we doing, my nigga? Like for real, like. These boxing content creators and boxing fans, bro, they pick and choose what the fuck they want to have outrage about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The man, bro, everybody does this shit every day. Mm-hmm. You see something on the internet, you might make a comment, and you might miss what the post is actually about.
Right.
It's a common mistake.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, all this outrage just came because he gave his mans, a compliment on his fit.
Right.
But then he go back and clean it up, and don't nobody acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? They just ready to bash this dude in any type form of fashion, bro. You see the problem is you gotta find something to talk. Yeah, you gotta find shit to talk to fucking criticize the brother about, because you really can't criticize him when it comes to making a fight and fighting people, bro. So niggas is gonna pick and choose what they want to be mad about. It's bullshit, bro.
Right. That's why I call it selective outrage, and you can tell, I seen one person that, talk boxing, and he got a presence on Twitter. He was like, he gonna wait to see if he clean it up before he says something. I'm like, that's the responsible way to do it. But I guess on Twitter, it's just troll city. You can't expect these people to have any type of integrity about shit that they do. To put a leash around his neck, y'all can say what y'all want, trolling. That's the new way of trying to dismiss bullshit. Nah, this clown behavior, the braids with the rainbow shit. Y'all been calling this dude all types of bitches when he got cheated. and then did everything to get the rematch back, showed you he was willing to do it. Then on top of that, went and fought one of the most dangerous guy actively, I think, at 47. And they still on him. I'm like, y'all missing it, yo. Y'all not here for no boxing. Y'all here for them narratives and trying to tear these dudes down any chance you get. I ain't with it. I'm for boxing. I like all these dudes. And I know that ain't popular up here, right? You got to pick a side. No, you don't. This shit is sports. I rock with all of them. When you getting in the ring, you risking your life, I'm rocking with it. I support it. I salute it, man. This dude been on one. You can say what you want. The fight's not coming to fruition, but you can't point the finger at him. You got to look at guys like Teos, the Ryans. They got other plans. You know, Ryan blew the bag. Teo left. What he said? Like $11 million. Some wild shit he said. Oh, they rushing the fight. I'm like, bro, what? You don't want to get paid to fight the guy that don't even look all the way like himself? You ain't never gonna fight that. And he was on him. But it's Teo that should have been beating down his door. Man, his eyes should have lit up when Turkey said how much money was on the table for that fight. Al Booker was good.
But see, the problem is, bro, motherfuckers know that. And this is one of the main reasons why I fuck with Dev and I fuck with Bill, because it is, bro. Right. They go outside looking for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? As a boxing fan, bro, and as a content creator, you gotta fuck with that type of energy, because it's a lot of dudes in boxing. They pick and choose their opponents, and I don't want to fight this guy. I don't want to fight that guy. Oh, but I'm gonna fight this guy. Like what you just said about Teofimo, bro. Teofimo had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney before Brian Norman. He had the opportunity to fight Dev at 135, but he didn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why Dev really got put on for real is because fucking Teofimo lost to Cambosis. And Dev had to clean that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Just on some boxing shit, bro. So it's like, if you're gonna be mad about something, bro. Be mad about some shit related to the actual fight or performance of a fighter. Y'all mad because he didn't acknowledge somebody on the internet? Like, come on, bro.
I think he just correcting it. It just shows like he could have been the asshole and tried to ignore it or justify it. He made it clear why he said it, and then made sure he said, "Yo, that's my condolences. Send my condolences to the family." And it's like people don't care about that part. They care about the mistake and not the correction. So like that's them half a storytelling ass dudes that I don't rock with. Don't tell me no half a story to get me in no uproar. Tell me everything so I can know how to process this shit and move on. And that's what they do. Nah, he said this on the post. Y'all would have thought he said some wild shit. You got to think he young, he into the fashion, dressing. It's no surprise that he said something about a guy's fit. But then he like, oh shit, like, yes, so you mean to tell me you never read a post and misread something and commented according to what you thought you read at first? Like, we've never done that. Because I'll put myself, I've done it before. It's just all about how you respond to the mistake when you make it and getting on top of it. And yo, damn, that's my fault. I didn't see that. I wasn't even reading. Hey, man, send my condolences to the family and move on. Nah, let's drag him, y'all. Let's drag him. Let's put a leash around his neck. Y'all really don't like boxing for real.
And truth be told, bro, he really didn't even have to clean it up, because he probably didn't even know dude who passed away. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't even know who Buddy was. So technically, he didn't have to clean it up, but he did it anyway. He did. You know what I'm saying? He did it anyway, just to show respect. Right. And that says a lot about his character, bro. Yeah. See, a lot of these dudes on the internet that don't like Dev, bro, it's not really that they hate Devin, bro. They either Tank Davis fans or they hate Bill. Yeah. That's really what it is, bro. Majority of these niggas is Tank Davis fans. You know what I'm saying? Right. And Devin Haney made Tank look so much like of a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Because he never wanted to fight the man. Any little thing that Dev do, bro, they talking about him. They got this outrage about it. You know what I'm saying? They'll give Ryan Garcia a pass for cheating just because they hate the Haney. Right.
Nah, that's real. That's how it be, and it's crazy. I don't know if you heard. I did a reaction to this shit. That channel, the Exodus Files. I don't know if you ever came across their shit. And dude was up there making a case and talking about how Ryan Garcia is in his good graces, and he was making a case that he think he got set up and how Haney is cheating. And you ain't got no proof of that, no proof of nothing you saying. But what we do know is we can go to that Ostarine failed test that he had, and it's like you got all this circumstantial evidence and trying to make it seem like he was set up. And nah, man, like I said, there's people out there that seen Ryan in the picture with them drugs that was in his system with a little bit more to it. So miss me with that. And I know my guy ain't lied to me not one time ever. So if he told me that's some shit he got to see, I'll take his word for it. And I know Ryan is the guy that he is. That's why he shows such little accountability. That's why it was everybody's fault but his. When you do that, you show me that I don't give a what you say. Once you don't show no accountability and it's everybody's fault, all he had to say for me is I'm responsible for what goes in my body. I ain't never even still to this day heard him say that. It was everybody, the Haney's, Vada, Victor Conte, Scooter, Zab. I was like, yeah, I'm good on this guy. He full of shit. So you got people out here actively that are pissed off at Devin as if he cheated. And all he did was do the right shit to get the fight back. Dropped the lawsuit that never was going nowhere. It was just about money. Y'all made it seem like it was about battery. That's because y'all wanted to push a narrative. You knew what that was about. Felt like they earning potential got ruined messing with this erratic, untrustworthy, you know what I'm saying, just wild ass dude in Ryan. Get what I'm saying? And as soon as they said, oh, you know what, drop the lawsuit and we'll fight, away went the lawsuit. People don't get it, man. That shit went away. You know what I'm saying? And then the fight never happened because of who? So I just wanted to make sure I gave that man some breathing room, man. I see what you're doing on a boxing level. I don't give a damn about no tweets, bro. Respect to, you know, RIP to the what they say 357 Nino, I think it said. You know, I see a lot of people must be affected by that. So RIP to him, but I don't think he said anything malicious on that post that will warrant this kind of criticism that he get right now. I think people was looking for something and he gave it to him. Shout out to J-Man. Y'all hit the like button, y'all.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I fuck with your boxing channel, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You one of the guys that actually come on this bitch and really talk about the sport in totality, and you not on no fanboy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with you on that, bro.
I appreciate you. You already know.
Yeah, let me respond to the homie L Dub. I fuck with you, L Dub. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of good information, bro. But I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't really listen to none of them hating ass niggas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of dudes on YouTube I rock with. You'll see me in their chat. Like I'm in I'm in Just Do chat on the show with him. You know what I'm saying? But we know who the haters are, bro. The Devin Haney haters are, bro. I don't listen to a bunch of these dudes, bro. Yeah. Like if they not talking about boxing and the actual sport, bro, I'm not rocking with it, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Why he's one of the ones that I rock with heavy. L-Dub is all knowledge, all information, all building, no hating, like no negative. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? No narrative.
I fuck with L-Dub. Yeah, like sure. and he unbiased. Yeah, so I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it, bro.
Be an asset in this space, bro. You need people like that. That's all about information. That's rare where it's not about my opinion. Look, I'm giving you facts. Look, this is going on. This fight is happening this date. This guy fighting this girl fighting her. I love it. I appreciate him. That's why I tell him in front of everybody, man. Shout out to WednesdayBuild. Go tap into him if you ain't already, bro. Trust me. You gonna get good information, man.
And my boy be having some good sources in the boxing game. Like he be knowing shit 3-4 months ahead of time. So I always spoke with bro on that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like this, bro. This shit, this boxing space that we in, some of these dudes just they overreact to shit and they take shit too far. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I say, my biggest criticism for Devin Haney is in the ring, bro. I just don't know what Devin Haney I'm getting sometimes. I don't know if it's gonna be a boxing Devin Haney. I don't know if he's gonna come in that bitch with a chip on his shoulder and try to prove he can fight. You know what I'm saying? That really be my biggest criticism for Haney. But one thing I know, 2 things for sure and 3 things for certain, bro. You can't never question Devin Haney heart.
No.
I think that boy got a lion heart, bro. Like he just one of them ones, bro. He throw back. Like
Yeah.
you could tell he came up under a bunch of old school dudes like a Zav Judah or a Floyd or you know what I'm saying, a Roger Mayweather. He got that in him, bro.
Right.
And like you were saying before I came on the show, bro, it's showing with him taking this Brian Norman fight, bro.
Right.
Like you said, the nigga knocked the nigga into the next week.
Facts. Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to fight Brian Norman coming off that performance, bro, it says a lot.
You get
know what I'm saying? Bro, I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro.
You get me? That shit. I'm like, yo, that's dangerous, bro. That shit could go bad.
Yeah.
That shit really could go bad, but he willing to take that chance. And as a fight fan, if you really love people that's about to smoke, and you seen how hard Brian Norman punched Stocky and how long he laid there, you know this a dangerous fight. I don't care what you think about Norman as a talent. You know if one of them shots connect, that could be problematic. He just showed us, Ryan landed his left hook. He had a little juice in it, but that was dangerous for him. Like, could he avoid this left hook? And Norman is right-handed. It's some shit to really appreciate about the way they moving specifically right now since trying to get back. Everything they doing ain't going to be perfect, but I don't care about all the little shit as much as I do the actual moves. And when it comes to that, you showed me that, hey, man, I'll fight this dangerous ass dude because I'm looking like, and I done talked to some people, so it's some stuff I know that I won't even mention on here, so I really respect them. If November come and they in the ring standing across from Brian Norman Jr., they got all my respect, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, man, and honestly, bro, this shit really is not justified, bro. It was a mistake. It's like, bro, the man, he couldn't even give his homie a compliment. It's just like if you post a picture and I give you a compliment on your fit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm getting criticized. Oh man, you did. Bro, it was a compliment, bro. That's all it was giving your man a compliment. You know what I'm saying? But every we live in a world now where every little thing is like criticized and is put on a motherfucking platter for motherfuckers to just eat off this shit. Like, and it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I know negativity like spread fast, but damn, man, I know we could be a lot better and more responsible with the shit we put out, man. Like the tearing down of the fires, people be swearing. I be mad at criticism or coming to people. Hey, it's not criticism. This shit is way past that. This should be flat out slander. I'm like, yo, how could y'all enjoy boxing when I talk about all the shit that's wrong with it, man? I'll be mad all day, man, if I watch the way y'all do. Talking about
bro,
personalities, and I get it to a certain degree, the energy they put out, but how these dudes is young. They figuring it out still. Like us at that age, we ain't had that shit figured out. He damn sure wasn't fighting in no ring for no millions of dollars neither. That's why I be like, yo, people got to make this shit make sense. These dudes
it's not
perfect.
It's never gonna make sense. It's never gonna make sense, just dude. It's never gonna make sense, bro. Because as long as it's not their guy, they don't give a fuck. So they're gonna find every little thing to go against. Devin Haney is not the most popular guy in boxing. He has a lot of haters. So if you notice the pattern, it's guys that's going around creating these narratives. Majority of these dudes like Tank Davis, and it's either Tank do no wrong, bro, or Devin Haney is trash.
Yeah,
that's really what it is, bro. That's really what it is, bro. And even with this, and I seen you talking about this shit too, like with the Terrence Crawford shit. Like it's not criticism, bro. It's slander. People are slandering Crawford's name because of what he did to Earl Spence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Earl Spence was a lot of people's favorite fighter at one point in time. So now you slandering Crawford's name and you have no justified proof. And the hate is not justified, bro, because you going off of your own personal feelings. There's no facts or evidence backed by what you're saying. Just like with Devin Haney in his tweet. It's no facts to what you're saying, bro. You just reacting off of a mistake. It's like how do we know Devin Haney don't care about people passing away. We don't know that.
Right. I think they just was looking to make it seem that way. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I get it, bro. But y'all must not be happy at home. Man, boxing be taking my mind some weird places lately. Like, there's no way these men could put out this type of energy and be happy people. Like, y'all don't even focus on what's right with the sport. Like, y'all think about it. His tweet is gonna get more attention than the moves that he been making. You tell me how that makes sense. It don't. This fight dangerous. You don't care about a 2-word tweet. That man said good fit. They going crazy. Bro said, I'm never supporting Devin again, ever. I'm like a little high school girl, man. Shut your ass up, man. You probably ain't supporting dude anyway. Especially if you using this as a reason not to support, that's crazy, bro. It ain't that deep. It ain't. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Shout out to Al Booger. They wow. Y'all hit the like button. We're gonna keep building because we got some things to get to. But I just wanted to make sure I gave them I think the attention that this situation really deserves. It's not people going above and beyond. And you go on Twitter, that shit just go, wow, that shit is like a whole different place. I think Pacquiao has a good chance to get tanked. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that little rumor floating around too. I've seen it a couple of times, but like I said, I don't think that I can't go that far yet. We need to see what Tank think about. Tank Edge is in a close fight. But
yeah, I think the Dev situation is overblown.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like, like anytime there's somebody who has a certain degree of like disdain, folks are just waiting for one thing to latch on to. Because I felt like it was an honest mistake, but I also feel like it is pretty damn tone deaf too. It is pretty tone deaf. I don't feel like it's worthy of like tearing down the man's whole career and his, whole public, whatever the hell you want to call it, his profile. I'm not gonna say like, yo, we need to throw Devin Haney away and all this other stuff, but it is pretty tone deaf. I mean, it clearly says rest in peace in the damn in the caption. So to be like nice fit, it's like, or good fit or whatever the hell he said. It's like, bro, you gotta read the room here. But I ain't feel like it was any harm done. It's not like he talked poorly or talked down on the guy, whoever it was that was deceased. He ain't saying nothing crazy. He was just a little tone deaf. But of course, since it's Devin Haney, the people who don't like him, this is just another thing that they're gonna pile on to what they believe are his skeletons, what makes him unlikable or whatever the hell. I don't know. It is being overblown, but it also is tone deaf too. You know what I mean? Like, it takes 2 seconds to just look at the caption and be like, oh, okay. But this shit is a small thing. Small thing. Said Devin called George and Ryan C-level fighters, didn't give much credit to Regis either. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's like a fine line with these fighters, man. They got to understand, like, yo, this fighter talk, you hyping yourself up, psyching yourself up, and also implanting in the minds of the people your superiority over your opponents. But then when you go too far with it, now it's like, bro, how much credit can we really give you? You just beat up a C-class guy who didn't have no feet, or a C-class guy who all he had was a left hook, or he wasn't this, or he wasn't that. So, like, there's a fine line. You can say, man, hell of a fighter, wooty whoop whoop.
Right.
Be somewhat complimentary of the guy, and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna still whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I sent you that clip a couple weeks ago, shower of with Marvin Hagler before he fought Tony Simpson. He's like, all right, Tony, I don't shake hands at the fight. Like, let him know, like, I'm gonna beat your ass when we get to the fight, but I'm gonna be respectful now. But
yeah, Dub was talking about that, and I think that's a fair gripe because he's he coming from a boxing standpoint. His only gripe with Devin Haney is diminishing the opponents, much like what you speaking about, Al Booger. I don't think it's much of a fight strategy. In that moment, the only grace I'll give him, I think it just be the heat of the moment. You ain't thinking about sparing him. You thinking about, look, you ain't on my level. And I think that's how he's conditioned to think. He got to talk to these guys, but I think it's a different approach when you giving credit to the guy that's on the other side. But just think about it. We be looking for that drama anyway. And when he give it to you, shit, as long as he can stand on it, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd to tell you how he gonna do you and do it. You know what I mean? We don't got a problem with it. So that's the thing. I get it. People feel like he talking the way that he don't fight. I understand that. But it's the fight game. You know? I do wish guys kind of understand that giving your opponent grace, it makes more sense. It don't make you soft. It's not a overly respectful thing. It's going to allow people to give you the credit to a degree that you should get for beating them, because then we won't be able to hang our hat on, oh, didn't you say he was a C-level fighter? So when you beat him, you were supposed to. And then when you lose, oh, man, the top coming off that thing, hey, man, I thought he was a C-level fighter. So what that make you? It's like,
hell, you ain't even got to lose. You just got to just have a tough fight with him.
Right.
You see how public perception is. And the fighters don't even have to say it. If we believe that this guy ain't this, that, or the third, like you were talking about Boots earlier, people criticizing the fight with Lima, haven't even seen Lima fight, so you don't even know what caliber fighter this man is. You just know you ain't never heard of him. But what if he goes in there and gives Boots a tough fight? He's in there struggling with a guy we never heard of. And then that's the type of shit that it becomes.
And you know what I'll say? So, they'll tell you in a heartbeat, and I know you've heard it in sports all your life, it's always a Michael Jordan or LeBron that we never heard of. So keep that in mind. That shit, just because your name don't ring bells yet, man. Everybody was that nobody once upon a time. Everybody was that unknown once upon a time. I don't give a damn how early, at what point in their career. Once upon a time, they all was in the shoes where they had to prove themselves or let it be known who the hell they was.
Yep, had to show and prove, bro.
Lima got his opportunity. He's 6 foot tall. They said he talking like, look, Boots moving in my division, man. He coming up. Like he fought hard in 54. If I'm not mistaken, I think Dudley said he fought twice at 60. So you get what I'm saying? He ain't feeling like this some monster from 47. He felt like this is a smaller guy coming up 47 to 54 where I'm at. So I like it. I like it already.
I feel you, Teach. I mean, just from what I've seen, I think that Boots is considerably more talented just based on the eye test. But by the same token, we still talking about physics here. And Boots is moving up to Just Point. This dude looks pretty damn sturdy at 154. See the guy, he look like a specimen of a man at 154. We talking about physics. Anything could happen when you get hit with a shot, and then the complexion of shit just change.
Yeah, shit get diffy in there.
It get different.
Shit get diffy.
Shit get different, bro. It only take one shot.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you looking like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. So look, I'm not about to overly rave on this fight and try to say that it's something that it's not. I will just tell boxing supporters to take into account the names that he had and how he got here, and the fact that at the very least, this guy is within the top 10. We shouldn't be losing our heads, you know? You get an acclamation fight. Don't listen to nobody. The damn Rafael's. I'm gonna play his little video. He was going in. About to tune
I say reserve judgment until the night of the fight, man. That's my thing. Reserve judgment until the night of the fight. We got to see the way that these things play out.
Yeah.
Back in November, people were losing their minds. What the hell is Tank doing? Why is he fighting this Lamont Roach guy? And March 1st came, and then we seen the knee that was heard around the world.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? Now people clamoring for the rematch and going as far as saying that the man knocked his baby mother out to avoid the fight. He got arrested on purpose. Bruno Saras is another one. Like, why the hell is Jaime Munguia fighting this dude, Bruno Saras? He got clipped on the chin. And I'm not saying it's going to happen to Boots. But what I'm saying is we got to allow these things to play out. We just got to see how shit plays out first. And then afterwards, we can judge and be like, you know what?
It's going to get crazy. You got to let it happen. That's what I'm saying. Stop having these predetermined outcomes of how you expect fights to go. I get it, man. You can't help it. But that's a great point, Al Booger. Bruno Saras. Ain't nobody was saying he was going to knock Jaime out. Not a damn soul. Nobody. Did that stop him from getting knocked out? Hell no. And he messed around and he fought to a decision in the last fight. He didn't get knocked out in a rematch. He fought hard. Like, man. You just never know, is what I'm saying. So if Boots is silly, Boots not focused and taking this guy serious, he taking him lightly, that shit could go bad. You don't need that, G. You don't need that to happen. If it go bad for him, we don't need it. But I think he's gonna be prepared, man. I watched some tape on him the other day. I was sitting there comfortably watching him, and I just noticed right off the bat, for me, he's not fast enough for Boots. He's not fast enough. I don't see the athleticism, right? I see Boots' speed causing problems from the rip. I see issues for Buddy. His best chance is to land a shot, and you never know. He might understand that that's his best chance and approach it a certain way. So Boots got to be mindful of that, because if not, you don't want to end up on the wrong side of not even a decision, but just a bad performance, because with the way they looking at you right now, you can't afford it. It's gonna look crazy. Shout out to my bro, man, Doom, for becoming a new channel member, man. Much love to my bro. Y'all get y'all channel memberships too. Hit the like button, support the build. We gonna keep.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to Shelton, man.
I'm expecting Boots to handle business for sure, but we still gotta see it. Nothing is a for sure thing. You gotta see it.
Gotta see it. Weight class, anything can happen, right? You know, dude got more experience there. It's so many factors that we don't consider, and I get it, man, because the expectations of Boots. I get it, but just still keep in mind there's still another man on the other side of you, and depending on what his approach is and how motivated he is to win, you just never know how he gonna try to fight.
Hell yeah.
Think about it. He took money that nobody else was trying to take. I think that could say a little something about him before you even throw a single punch. Could be mentality. You know what I mean? Anything like, hey, man, 250. Yeah, get it to me. I said it, 250 in Philly. Give it to me. $250,000 in Philly. Shout out to bro, man, for that dub in the
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to my bro, man. I appreciate you, bro. That's love, man. Everyone is coming back. Why not Ward? I said it. He could. Dude is not experienced enough to beat Boots. No, I don't think so either, Jay. I don't think so either. But we just trying to acknowledge the fact that it's still a fight. You gotta still be prepared. Don't overlook him. Think about Karen, y'all. We ain't learned nothing from Karen. We ain't know him either, right? And I ain't saying this is gonna be that situation, but just take a look at that. We thought a certain way going into that too. Because who this Karen guy? Next thing you know, Karen in here making it interesting. He ain't winning, making shit interesting, right? You know what I mean? And for those that really paid attention, Karen, once he lost the Boots, I know he fought a certain way, but he went on a little win streak until he made it back to Boots. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't as bad as what people think. And it's crazy because a lot of people won't do that homework. They'll just be like, Boots fighting Karen again. But pay attention to Karen's little run since the first time he fought Boots for the second time, man. Dude went on a little win streak.
Fought his way back up through them IBF rankings, was winning eliminators and shit.
Man. Karen said, and I'll fight him again. That should tell you something. That's why I say, don't count these dudes out. You don't know. When that money on the line, bro, they'll get in there, man. Karen said, I'll do this shit again. He said, Boots strong. He hit hard. He said that after the first one. He said, I felt his power in there. But he's strong. He hit hard, man. But it ain't stopping him doing it again. Shout out to Shelton, man. He said 250 go a long way in Portugal. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I like Karen. Karen got my respect after that. And especially the second fight because he changed tactics a bit. I was like, okay. All right, I see you. You wasn't coming to just, lay down. Okay, I respect it. But let's see. Karen is pretty crafty. I just don't think, from what I watched, Lima just don't have the coordination, speed.
Nah, he ain't got it.
Like he just a bit strong and and that's his best bet is to get in there and just try to unload on Boots and get something good in there. Try to, force the issue. But other than that, I just think it's going to be a Picasso. Oh, and one mixtape Boots. Y'all call him Easy Fight Ennis. I call him and one mixtape Boots. Get ready. And Shay, I love her because she's saying this shit. You said it before while I was thinking it the other day. She said, Castillo Clayton 2.0. I'm telling you, little muscle Mandela. Boots about to punch on dude. I'm telling you. That shit go get ugly. And then now, but this is the fun part though. After this, where does he go? You know what I'm saying? And I hope it's in the direction of these guys. Oh, I'm telling you, Boots. I'm rocking with you, Boots. I'm telling you, I see the play. I see what y'all trying to do. They out here joking on them. They like, man, IBO champ, man. What is that, man? What's the IBO, man? He gonna be the IBO champ. That took the man. I'm like, they killing Boots already. Damn, yo, boxing is tough. Yo, boxing is one of the toughest sports in the world. Like the sport in and of itself, and then the people, good. Man, we tough, man. Bro, we don't pull no punches, bro. They killing them, yo. For think about it, a dude winning any version of a title, how could that be a joke? That's how comfortable we got with criticizing these dudes at the highest level. If the name ain't attached to it, we can't see value in nothing that these guys are doing. And I think they playing chess. I would like to think that they setting Boots up for something better. Time gonna tell, but I think that's what we're gonna see. Because for the detractors, I want to know what they're gonna say when he beating up who might be your favorite fighter at 54. Like, what if he get in there and he doing them same and1 mixtape moves he been doing to people at 47? I can't wait to see Boots at 54. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. That's because y'all too mad, yo. Y'all gotta go take a nap, go eat something, get a Snicker, and come back and watch some boxing. Y'all be too mad, yo. This shit is about to be fun. Boots is about to perform and1 basketball mixtape moves with boxing gloves on in his new weight class. And this shit is going to be fun. And you know what? Everybody that's complaining about who he fighting, Lima Beans, y'all going to be watching. Y'all going to be watching. I'm telling you, y'all going to be watching and y'all going to be thinking, why he beating dude ass? He ain't going to do that to Virgil, though. Yeah, he was supposed to do that. Wait till he doing it to one of them. Them Virgils are one of them guys. I'm telling you, I believe in this kid. The talent speaks for itself, bro. It's only a matter of just putting them in there against the names that people want to see the most. And I think the rest going to take care of itself. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe some people feel like I got too much confidence in Boots, but I just look at the situation far different than the average person. I seen a lack of opportunity. I seen him almost being a victim of his own talent in some regards and people not wanting to fight him. I think people forgot how fast not too long ago, should I say, that he was referred to as the damn boogeyman at 147. Let's not forget, people were saying Crawford was scared to fight him and he'd stop him if they fight him. He'd give Spence hell and possibly beat him. This is that same guy. Don't forget that shit, y'all. Do not let no lesser competition or some unknown name and Usma Lima get y'all confused. He's still that dude, bro. Not too long ago, you couldn't even find a damn round on tape where Boots was losing definitively. Let's not forget that shit. Don't try to diminish it. Nah, he was out here styling on any and everything in the ring. Everybody, and the shit wasn't close. That's why we want to see these fights. And I'm telling you, I believe he can do that to these very same guys because I just think that's who he is. I think when the better the opponent, the better he's going to have to perform. And in some of these guys, I see tough challenges. I see real fights, but I don't see none of these dudes. And I'm going to just make the bold claim. None of these dudes, for the most part, is something that they do in the ring where he can't do. I don't see that. It's a matter of putting it together and how he going to look, how he going to equip himself and acclimate completely to 54, right? I'm already seeing some pictures. I've seen a couple little flicks. Seen him in the video, man. The dude look like he primed and ready. Man, I think he's going to be a stronger version of himself. And if that is the case, that makes for a much better fighter. That means 54 got a real problem on his hands. Shout out to Bond Hands TV. My God, J-Man was good with it. So I know he was good. I just wanted to see him fight real. Hey, remember, hey, Bond Hands, that's how they going to be. That's how they going to be, bro. They were like, man, nah, I ain't never say Boots wasn't good. I just said I wanted to see him fight somebody. Got paid 154 WBA 12 fights around the same amount Majimov had and went up against Bud for the belt. The play. I'm telling you, he getting in position and not and one mixtape Boots. Yeah, because they don't be liking the and one mixtape Boots, man. New WBC #1 ranked junior middle. They know, look, they lining him up. I'm telling you, the joke gonna be on y'all. Don't try to listen. I'm telling y'all now. 2 cents was good on me. Don't double back. Don't try to spin the block. Don't double back. Don't try to attach yourself back to the Boots train because he's smoking shit. I'm telling you. somebody beat his ass, man, I ain't gonna joke about it, but we can have some fun. Y'all could talk y'all shit to me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm gonna be wrong about this dude. I think he one of them. This the same guy, man. So you hear some of these stories that I heard about Boots, man. You probably have a little more faith in him too. So I think, in boxing, politics, opportunities, and all that shit is to be considered before you start overly analyzing somebody's resume. Like I said with Boots, you just look at it. Tell me when he had the opportunity to fight Crawford. I don't want to hear no fucking technicality, no shit he was supposed to do, forced to fight, none of that. I want to hear when was it any paperwork with his name and Crawford's name for him to fight him, and the same shit with Spence. Do you see where I'm going? The opportunity wasn't there. We all know what happened to Virgil, and now he here where he can be great, but people ain't even giving him a chance to do it because of the work that he put in at 47. Keep in mind, he just fought a unification. Y'all chill out. Chill. He just abandoned his dream, bro. Let him take that shit out on Lena. Let him take it out. Use that. I'm telling you, it's a launch pad. That's what that's going to be, bro. That's what that's going to be. Need to see what Boots versus Ortiz. Yeah, but his dad, they need to get Team Ortiz Sr. on the same page because I didn't like his tone. He was like, man, Eddie Hearn ain't Boots' manager since when is he Virgil's manager? He don't tell us when to fight. And I get that stuff. What he's saying is factual, but it's like, I don't know. I can't tell him how to respond, but it sounds more standoffish, like, nah, the ship has sailed kind of energy, like, nah, we got something else better to do. Like, it almost sounds like that. It don't sound like, hey, we didn't know about this, man. Reach out to us. Like, what's good? Like, I want to hear something different. I don't want to hear like you got something better to do, bro, because you ain't got no belt. And you done fought two dudes up there that ain't no on no Boots level, who Boots knocked out before you. He fought Thomas Delorme before you. So if you can fight that guy and with no belt on the line, yeah, you can fight Boots. But I ain't saying Virgil ducking and none. I ain't gonna put that on him. I think they know the only way to greatness is through each other potentially, because they gonna be there. I think Virgil gonna be there, man. He got through some tough tests with Madrimov and Boachuk, bro. Them shits, people forget, man. Them fights make you better, man. You learn from shit, and I think that could be the case with Virgil. I'm telling you, I think he's really talented, but I just think Boots got more tools. He got more in that bag, man. He got more up under the shed. You know what I'm saying? Virgil, like that high guard, come in, heavy punches. One of his problems is, he throw everything hard. That's good and bad. It could work against him and it could work for him, as we seen before. Like, it worked all the way up into his career until he got to Boachuk. You seen it for the first time. Somebody used his aggression against him. Boots got that finesse to him, to his game, where he don't overly load up on shit. He be in there cooking, bro. Boots be in there having more fun than you supposed to have. Like, keep in mind, these dudes fighting for their life. He out here playing and shit. You get what I'm saying? He out here playing, bro. That's what Boots be on. So dangerous. That makes him dangerous. The fact that he enjoys what he doing and he actually having fun while he doing it. Telling you, man, ain't too many styles. Like, certain styles I think could give him, real tough tests, but these come forward strong guys, your best shot is to hurt them and knock them out. I'm telling you, because like putting it together better than him, I don't see too many people like at 54 that could put, if his combination, all his shit stay intact the same way it was at 47, which I don't see why it would change. I don't see too many people that put that shit together better than him, man. I'm telling you. I've been watching Boots for a minute through this weight class, and he could do a lot of shit in there. He's a freakish athletic kid, man. Boachuk, the albino Ninja Turtle. He got a whole shell on his back. You stupid. Yeah, he do, man. He do. He do. Said it was a little sassy for sure. Fresh out of thrashing at 147 now. Tune up King. Man, they playing. Stanley Sanchez going in. Oh my God. Nah, just check it out, bro. You know the names, bro. Jay Gutter, that's eventually going to happen. I think. Like, there's no way, because I think he'll be there. It's just a matter of time, and politics not stopping these fights, man. Like, Boots want to make his bones. He going to have to go through some of those people. I ain't going to say he's going to fight every single one of them, but he was talking about being undisputed. And that's going to require some heavy lifting, sir. At 54, anybody, the next undisputed king at 54, going to have to go through it to be undisputed, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be anything easy about that.
Yeah, the belts are divided right now, so there's no No disrespect, but there's no Cambosis path to it right now. Like you got one guy holding down 3 straps, you could just alleviate him of all 3 of those and get him in one fell swoop. So whoever's going to become undisputed, going to have to take the Errol Spence route.
They have to
one
work
belt
their
at a
ass
time.
off. They're going to have to work their ass off. They're going to have to work. They're going to have to really work. And yeah, major lift and shit with that. I'm telling you, this shit will not be easy. Charlo, every side bring his mind back. Yeah, he said he was coming back, man. Said he was coming back. So I just hope he actually do something before he find something else to be doing with life, because it's a lot of, when you got money, I'm pretty sure I would be assumed that it's a lot of other shit you could be doing besides getting punched in your face. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I get nervous. The longer these dudes spin out the ring, the less likely I'll be thinking they're going, we are to see them. Because shit, just imagine, man, life outside the ring could be enjoyable, bro. You get me? Life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to get punched. You ain't got to slip, duck, and dodge punches. You might get used to this kind of shit. You know what I mean? You got some kids that you're raising, you know what I'm saying? Good property, swimming pools at the crib. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Them sheets is silk. You know what I mean? You start finding, you know what I mean, more and more reasons not to come back. You know what I'm saying? So no idle time for a fighter could be dangerous depending on what they're doing with that time. So I would love to see Charlo come back, because to kind of avenge his reputation to a degree. It's sad that he got to do that after that last fight, but that's where we at in boxing, right? They got to be Superman or you ain't no good. So, but now is the time to come back at 54. Because y'all imagine Charlo and Boots real quick, just to throw that out there. Just seeing the matchup. Charlo be trying to knock dudes out. He only know one way, right? Charlo only know one way. That's to try to knock you the hell out, bro. Shout out to the homie BJ. 33, man, in the cash app. Much love to my bro, man. Shout out to BJ. You gave me, imagine that matchup though. Charlo and you gave me Charlo and Boots. That's why I say, man, ain't no way you got a talent like Boots and you ain't about to try to like make fights. Cause unless you on straight bullshit, and that's not gonna be good for his brand. So if he resign, I hope there's some type of understanding that they could come to as far as that Virgil shit, because that's in the back of my mind. He claims that was part of the reason why he signed on. And don't get the lying to us, Eddie, because we ain't got time. We not about to be playing with you, bro. Like, don't start lying and shit. Like, is y'all like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what need to happen. People need to stop making announcements before they get all the details and shit worked out. Stop trying to overstimulate the fans like with shit that ain't happening next. That's why we be mad. That's why everybody be going off on these fighters, bro. Like, we just be, throwing shit out there. Like, think about it. They was talking about Virgil in August, man, getting people mind set to think that way, man, knowing that shit ain't happening. Virgil recovering from a hand injury. Why are you, my thing, and that's what I don't be liking about the promoters, Eddie Hearn. Why are you even saying, like, I get it, but I don't even think it's necessary to say that he wouldn't be ready if he nursing a hand injury. It's like, don't even get the people thinking that that's what you was going to do first. And then the reason is because he ain't ready. And then they come out and say something else. And it becomes an unnecessary back and forth. Now y'all posturing and ain't nobody talk to nobody. So dudes just out here saying shit. So I just hate that. I hate that part of it, man. I really do. But at 168 now, shit, Bud and Charlo at 54 be wild. That'll be another one. Wow. Virgil is the best of the rest type guy, respectfully. Best of the best. Yeah, Virgil a top dog for sure. Look at his resume, yo. Virgil got a good resume. He battle tested for sure. So like, that's why I say not having a title or him not competing for a title within the next fight or two is criminal. Should be criminal for Virgil. Because he got too much time. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no fight that was close. I don't care. See, every fight ain't going to be a blowout. He got through that shit. He was getting knocked down by Bullchuck. That dude was springboarding right back up. I'm like, damn, bro. Take your time. You don't see it. It's in the what's the name? I put it back.
He wasn't really getting hit with nothing too crazy versus Bullchuck with them knockdowns happening. A lot of it, if you go look at the second one in particular, he was loading up on the left hand. That's the one thing about Virgil, bro. Like, everything don't gotta be heat.
Yeah.
Everything don't gotta be heat. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
that's it.
load up on every damn
Uh-huh.
shot. Like we get it. You got
Uh-huh.
power. We understand that.
Uh-huh.
But he actually got a nice little bag to him,
Right.
like low key. Like
Right.
yo, there was that reverse pill that he did versus Madrimov. I was like, oh, okay, Virgil. So you do have a little intelligence that you could fight with.
Yeah,
That
change the
shit was
speed on them
beautiful. When
punches.
he what's name, he peeled the guard down,
Yes.
made
Yes.
Madrimov put his hands
Yes.
back up, and then went to the body.
Yes.
I said, oh, okay, so
Yes.
you got a little IQ to you.
Yes.
Do
He
that shit
do.
more frequently. Why
He
the hell you
do.
just out here just
He do.
throwing bombs all the
Yeah.
time, bro?
Yeah. And you know what? It seemed like guys with that kind of mentality, it always take that one or two times for that not to work, for them to realize they got more of a bag that they need to go into. And I think that's what you could kind of see it with him. Because see, what fight you talking about Madrimov, right? See
Yeah, that
that
was after the
bullet fight?
Boachuk. Yeah.
He ran right into a guy where he couldn't just blow him out the water. He had to figure some shit out, man. Bolichuk was using his aggression against him. That's one of the things I think gonna work against him when he actually lose. I promise you, it's gonna be that somebody that he can't just blow out and just like overwhelm, and think they're gonna have answers for his ass. Use that aggression against the man. And
Angles too, Shower. Like after he got dropped versus Boachuk, that was the most I've seen this dude utilize his footwork. Like Virgil actually has good feet. He
yeah,
don't got bad feet, but
nope,
to your point about the mentality, having all these tools, if you ain't got the mindset to apply them things, it don't even matter if you got it in the bag. If you ain't gonna pull it out the bag.
Yeah, it's see with Verge. I think Verge is he come forward high guard, try to lean on you, and you got to realize this, bro. If it's been working for you the whole time, why fix something like that ain't broke?
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Boychuk broke that shit, so he had to adjust, and you started seeing more of a boxing Virgil in the Madrimov fight as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
Madrimov, he had a tight guard too. So Verge had to do other shit to get his offense going. Now everybody is critical about Boots with this whole he ain't fighting no killers. I seen my boy behind the hands TV say that too. Like
Mm-hmm.
the thing with that is we was talking about this on Ash channel. Like, bro, the man came in behind Earl Spence and Crawford. That was the fight of the century or the
Mm-hmm.
decade per se. So it's kind of hard to come in and try to pick up where they left off if you're not fighting them guys, because motherfucking Bud left the division and Earl just ain't fighting right now.
Right.
So if Boots couldn't fight them, who we know is certified killers, he gotta you know what I'm saying, pick through the litter
Mm-hmm.
and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did, bro. And see, my thing with the whole Boots criticism is, dog, we can't sit up here and act like they ain't, like Boots ain't trying to make business and do business with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, like you just said, I've been listening to you while I'm in my truck driving.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, bro, it's Eddie Hearn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's guilty by association of Eddie Hearn.
Right.
People don't like Eddie Hearn. Perception is everything. That's reality. The perception of Eddie Hearn is, oh, he does bad business. Oh, Eddie can't make the big fights. Oh, Eddie is shady. Don't trust the white man. Blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
him being in business with Eddie Hearn got a lot of people like, nigga,
Right.
what the fuck is you doing, nigga? Like, why
Yeah.
you steady signing to this nigga? You
Yeah.
could be over there with Turk,
Mm-hmm.
doing straight business with him, bro. Everybody don't want to go straight to the plug. Some people like having a middleman.
Right.
He
Right.
might be comfortable doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely put some more trust in Eddie
That's a
Hearn.
part of
So
it. But then also I think another thing too is the guy was just a blue chip prospect out the gate. People were comparing him to Roy Jones and so on and so forth. And anytime that happens, there are going to be these lofty ass expectations. So
mm-hmm.
anybody who's being compared to Roy Jones or the greats of the past,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have any room to fight a guy like Lima,
Mm-hmm.
who could
Mm-hmm.
very well possibly be a decent challenge in his own right.
Right.
But
Shout out to
you
Crush.
being compared to Roy Jones, you got to be going for the guy who's straight at the top. You got to be gunning straight for the top, regardless of whether or not this person is available or not.
Right.
And that's the one thing that often gets left out of the conversation is availability. These people, they have their own timelines. They have their own schedules. Virgil's dealing with a damn hand injury. Weddnesday's Teller's got a fight coming up. He's fighting the guy that's #1 in the WBA.
Xander just fought.
And
Fundora just fought.
Exactly. But all that shit goes out the window when you get compared to Roy Jones. People will suspend all type of logic and rationale and just say, you supposed to be fighting these guys anyway. It don't matter.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with Boots. He's supposed to be fighting Virgil. Never mind, Virgil nursing that hand injury or recovering.
Bro, I'm from Texas, bro. I love Virgil through and through. I got Mexican homies that got boxing channels. They've been talking about this shit all last week, bro. At the end of the day, I think Virg and Boots is going to fight, but it's going to have to make sense. And it's going to have to be the perfect time for them to fight. I don't think Virg is scared of Boots. I don't think Boots is scared of Virg, bro. But they know when they make that fight, everything is going to have to line up. The politics, the money, the health-wise, everything is going to have to line up, bro. And they at the same division. Let Boots get in the division, get comfortable. Let Virg come back off his hand injury. I don't know if he's going to fight Keith Thurman or whatever the fuck he going to do. But eventually this shit is going to happen.
Right.
It's going to happen. I don't think neither guy is ducking either guy because Boots, I think the biggest problem with Boots is he was like, before he moved to 154, he was like undecided. Like, he was indecisive. Like, he was like, yeah, I'm going to go to 54. But then he came back down and fought Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? But now he's solidified, bro. He know what he's doing. And, like, everybody criticizing the man for this Lima fight, bro. Everybody then took a tune-up fight. He ain't now. That's normal in boxing. We acting like Boots then fought 30 Limas. Like, shit crazy, bro. Nah, bro, don't do that.
Said Virgil accepted the fight twice and has turned it down twice. These are facts. Yo, y'all facts beasts. Y'all. I call them alternative facts, boy. When you just call it a fact after you just say something, man. Look, fact of the matter is, if you really being real to yourself in a situation and not trying to side with either guy, you can hear the discrepancy on both sides. Think about it, son. When you hear Eddie Hearn come out and say, yeah, part of Boots signing over here was that he gets Virgil. Then you hear Virgil Sr. go on Twitter like, bro, he don't tell us when to fight and that ship is sailed. Bro, that almost sound like you saying you got something better that you could be doing. But to me, I draw it up as miscommunication and timing. Those don't sound like two people that's on the same page. It don't got shit to do with the fighters. Think about it. That's Eddie Hearn speaking, and then that's, Virgil Sr. He like, bro, he don't tell us when to fight like that. He had a whole little tweet about it, and we heard what Eddie said out his mouth. So, you know what I mean? That's what be happening. I think these guys be folding under the pressure. It's promoter shit. You gonna tell us what the people want. Like you know what the people want. So you get me, you know how to sell that to it. Yeah, man, he gonna fight Virgil. And then the senior come out like, man, I don't know what he talking about, bro. Ain't nobody talk to us. That shit sell, man. We did
bro.
So
bro, you at the motherfucking crib and the nigga is speaking on some shit that oh damn, we supposed to be doing that? Right. Nigga, I ain't getting no phone call. I'm like, you gonna feel away. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know. They don't know what the fuck Oscar and Eddie is already concocting. You know what I'm saying? If them niggas, because I listened to the Eddie Hearn interview and I listened to Oscar interview with Akin Barak. So they already then had some meetings and shit, and they planning ahead. They like, look, they like Oscar like, look, man, we gonna do this Verge fight. We can do this shit next year. Woo, 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 woo. Eddie Hearn on the same shit. And also, that's gonna help Eddie secure another contract with Boots. All this shit is business. And like you said, just do it's all in the promoter shit. And sometimes we get too caught up in the promoter shit and we be ready to call these dudes ducks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think neither dude is ducking. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas, bro. I ride with Virgil through and through. But I'm not gonna say, oh now Virgil ducking. Now Boots is ducking because he fighting Lima. No.
Right.
No, bro.
Dudes be having plans. And them plans gonna see them plans through if you smart. And I think that's just what Boots doing. And I think his best bet is to just keep the head down and fight, bro. Go make a statement. You know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, make the, you know, show everybody that you here now, and then use this fight exactly for that. And then you try to make the best fight out there possible for yourself. And I be saying this, y'all. Look at this quote from Truck Simpson, man, because I'm sick of people, this legacy this and legacy that. Y'all, it sound cool when you don't gotta get punched in your face and you're healthy and you're getting changed drastically. This is prize fighting. This game is about making the biggest fights for the biggest paydays possible. Anything else, you're just gonna be 40 years old with nothing but stories and concussion history. I'm telling you, dudes is trying to get paid, man. The biggest fights for the most money. So if you a Boots, if you're a Virgil, you got to see each other eventually, especially with the fact that Boots showing you that he got a home base that really support him and rock with him. So you put them together. I know Virgil got people that support him. That's a great fight to make. But I think it's going to all be about timing. Them dudes going to do that shit on their time, man. Or them as the powers that be, the business. It's no way they don't put them in there with each other. I just don't see it, man. That should be a crime. 2 weight classes and they don't fight each other. They already didn't do it at 47. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already had that 48-month shit out there. And I hate that. I hate that simply because it don't have to come from a fighter for us to, take it and run with it. So Virgil don't give me that energy. And I said this, nobody that's fighting Boychuk and Majimo back to back is scared to fight nobody. That says plenty about your character. Neither one of those fights are gimmies. Neither one. You fight these dudes back to back and you getting dropped in one of them. Man, he was popping right back up, going right back at it. And I'm like, nah, Virgil, he just one of them ones, bro. You gonna have to beat his ass because he ain't about to lay down.
Now and now they saying Keith Thurman is on the menu. Come on, bro. Like it don't make sense. And like a lot of Boots Ennis fans is trying to say, oh, he ducking now. Look at his daddy. Look at his manager. Bro, if they out the loop on shit, and Oscar ain't telling them, oh, this the plan. 2026, we gonna line Verge up with Boots. If they ain't in the motherfucking plan, of course there's gonna be resistance because they don't know what the fuck going on. Right. They just jumping on the fucking internet and seeing niggas is talking, and they got their fucking fighter name in the play.
Right.
Of course you gonna feel some type of way. That's human nature, bro. But at the end of the day, Boots Ennis just moved up to the division. Let the man have a fight. Let him get comfortable. See how his body reacts to the weight. See how he do in the ring. He gonna fight Lima. You know what I'm saying? Everybody acting like Lima is some bum. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, the man ain't no bum. The man got the IBO title. He got some type of recognition. He ain't fought Fundora or Baki or nothing like that. So yeah, okay, cool. And the thing with Boots is this. Like you said the shit like 10 minutes ago, bro. Right. The thing is, bro, he was the only one to take the $250,000 to go to Philly. You feel me? He took the $250,000 to go to Philly. These other dudes didn't want to do it. Talk about that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk about that, bro.
They find ways to kind of downplay that. Nah, bro, like, cause they try to make it seem like, well, it's convenient to say that the least recognizable guy accepted the money, but nah, that's the reality. And you could if you paid attention to some of these guys by now made public statements shitting on the money. So that's to be true. We just seen Rashidi Ellis say that $500,000 wasn't good. And then turned around and said something different. So it's like that shit. It's like people ignore all of that just to keep talking about Lima, bro. Y'all, that's why I said earlier, y'all just want to tear the man down at this point. I get it. I get he got 30 plus fights, but shit. What y'all gonna say when one of them next fights is one of the guys you want to see him fight for real? What you gonna say then?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And another thing I'm looking at too, bro, the man ain't even had a fight yet, bro, and he already number one in like multiple sanctioning bodies. So he's gonna eventually contend for a title.
Right. He gonna have to at some point. That's what I'm saying. I think they positioning him, but as just one fight, and I think to try to get to where they're trying to get, I think it makes sense for them to go about it the way they're doing right now. We might not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm pretty sure they got plans for that dude. There's no way he gonna just be up at 54 just fighting regular guys and never be a champ. Think about what we saying. This Boots here talking about undisputed and wanting to chase titles. He did that shit to a degree down there at 47. I think the way that you continue to be great is you do the same thing up here at are you up here at 54? There's no other way around it. Shout out to Truck Simpson, man. That's real, because a lot of people be talking legacy. That shit don't feed people, man. These guys want the money and the fights to go with it. And if you can do both, shout out to you. Thought Cass would be the one to accept the money.
Me too, because Cats, man, that dude be scrapping for real. That damn Brandon Adams fight was a banger. Shout out to OTX.
That's crazy, because that's what Bullock about to revisit. Brandon Adams again, the one I got him. Go stop him.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went to the I'm in Houston, bro. I went to the OTX fight. Me and my boy behind the hands TV. He in the chat. Like I really wanted Cats to get that fight, but once again, bro, they didn't jump on that offer. They didn't want the $250,000 to go to Philly, I guess, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seemed like people want that ante up to go to Philly, man. You know what I mean? Even Rashidi said that $500,000 is silly. He said, nah, then turned around and was like, hey man, what's up? I'm like, boy, man, that's the quickest way to blow a bag, yo. You just
he got donkey of the day for that one. He got donkey of the day for that one.
Supposed to jump all over it. What he doing?
Nigga, you getting paid 10, like I think Ohio said your last fight was like 10-15 grand. You don't shut the fuck up.
Go fight that dude. I hate to tell people to look at tape.
I don't know what kind of flip that is.
But the upside, right?
If you have 15 grand in the
Philly,
street,
bro.
You have 15 grand in the street, and then after that night, you're gonna have over 6 figures. What kind of flip is that you just turned down?
Right.
Bro.
I just had to step in. You know, we speaking on my boy. You know, people overlook business. They really do, and I don't think people care to talk about the business aspect into making these fights. Well, if I was saying, you know, with the legacy, not mean nothing, even what you just were posting, what Truck just said, all that matters. See, Katz is caught up in the middle of a deal that he got with OTX. He can't just throw it in the trash and be like, hey, forget what all of y'all did for me. I don't need y'all no more. I'm gonna go over here and do that. You go over there and do that. That don't turn out right. You no longer have that. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like, you know, a lot of people overlook the fighters doing what they have to do to get to the next point in business. For example, with Boots, Five just said that he ranked very highly right now and ain't even fought a fight. So imagine he go out here and knock this dude's head off his shoulders. Imagine what his next fight is going to be worth. You understand what I'm saying? You know, eventually he creates the margin of money that's going to be allocated for his fights with his performances. You know, I'm not saying that Lima is a world beater, but this is somebody like how he just said, an IBO champion. A lot of people gonna laugh at it or sneeze at it like it ain't nothing. But you go find a dude in your city and ask him would he fight for an IBO belt. He gonna say, hell yeah, he'll do it. You know, because that's just not that easy just to show up at. So he an IBO champion. In addition to being ranked within the top 10 of a sanctioning body. That's not easy. You're talking about thousands and thousands of people in that division, and this dude is ranked where he is. That doesn't happen on accident.
Two of them, brother. Two of them.
The IBO, if you defend the IBO,
9 in one, 10 in the other.
That should get you like an automatic shot at the damn WBC. That's why niggas be like, how these foreigners keep getting a shot at the WBC we never heard of.
Because they go the long route. The IBO
belt gets you right in there.
Yep.
You see where he was Boots ranked already.
You know
And
what
one
I'm saying?
mixtape Boots about to terrorize y'all favorite fighter at 54.
So, you know, I mean, and people already know, man, they heard the sparring wars. They seen this shit, man. He been beat. Oh man, Boots been dropping heavyweight. Like heavyweights don't stand a chance in there. Them niggas is terrified to be the one that. Look, if you be the one that catch Boots at his healthiest, what he gonna do to you? That's gonna be like a Baccarat shit. Like he's a monster.
That's why they out there trying to get that check, bro.
Nobody want to fight him. He's a monster. Look what he did.
I ain't gonna lie. That's one little detail that I feel like a lot of people overlook. And you could say what you want about Eddie, Boots' opponent. But, yo, everybody is clearly asking for career high paydays. That shit is not a coincidence.
No, it's not. It's not.
I see Ellis say
thanks, bro. Salute to my boy Mo. I see you, bro. What's good?
Man, what's poppin', bro?
Everything better than Boots, bro. The only thing Boots do better is grow a beard. He said, I like his beard. And then proceeded to turn down $500,000 and turn around.
It's okay to normalize giving Lima his props of going to Philly. Where is the love for that, bro? Where's the love for that,
bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what.
Listen, the money, bro.
Listen, bro.
To me.
At the end of the day, we all boxing fans. Everybody in this bitch boxing fans. Of course, we don't want to see him fight Lima. We would love to see him fight Virgil next, of course. But in reality, the business is not aligning with that fight. So they have to move on to the next available opponent who's willing to come in and take that money and go to Philly. Multiple guys got the offer, and only one guy accepted the offer, bro. And that's just the reality of the situation.
Hey man, 20 years ago, Hov told us he held us down for 6 summers. Where's the love?
You know what I'm saying? God.
They love you today, hate you tomorrow, man. They already downplaying the Lima dude, but Speedy, you fucked up that. You fucked that up. Everybody else, I don't know, but Speedy, you fucked that up, bro. Word. You definitely get Charlemagne's donkey of the day. Anything else somebody want to give you
with Turkey? See, Turkey problem is the only downside to that. He got a very animated approach to boxing to me. And I said this before with some of the places that he even speculated having fights in. That along with you can't fight killer after killer after killer after. You hear the fighters say that. So that shit that he be thinking, like, I get it. You want to pay for the fights you want to pay for. That's cool. Like, I respect it, but man, yo, dudes would be burnt out if they really like got it in his head.
Leave it to Turkey, and they gonna be fighting on the bridge on Mortal Kombat, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm telling you,
he don't give a damn.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
Just saying, he don't give a damn. He talking about fighting in prisons, bro. Come on, man.
Man, it's that Alcatraz, man.
Yeah, he gonna fight. Make him fight on a mountain and on an air balloon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people in the chat saying, "Oh well, man, Turkey confirmed it and this and that." Nah. Turkey confirmed that Boots ain't doing business with him. That's really what he confirmed. That's what he confirmed. That's what he confirmed.
And because
the reality of it is, can Virgil fight a fight right now?
No,
he can't. No. So don't tell me how he how Boots ducked Virgil. You can't say that because he can't even fight.
It's premature. It's always like that, bro. Always. And Eddie Hearn is Boots' guy anyway, not Turkey. Turkey is just obviously the guy that's gonna provide the bigger fights when need be. But as soon as I heard what he said about go somewhere else if you want those kind of, I get it. But all that tells me is that Eddie Hearn, you gotta do your fucking job, bro. Simple. Yeah, that's all. And make him and look, he got to fight. So he's fighting the Wells Fargo. I can't wait till you get this out the way, man. Because I want to see what's next for him. I want to see what direction they feel like is necessary. Which one of them guys you gonna go after? You know what I mean? Are you going to spin the block on somebody or what? I want to see Virgil and Boots both coming back October. Yeah, it's perfect. It might line up, bro. If the timelines might line up for them to run it, who knows? I hope so, though. So that's a fight I need to see that, bro. They take my money right now for it. I'm dead serious. You can have it.
Eventually, you niggas gonna have to get in the
Virgil and
ring.
Boot at 54. Yeah, I forget all about that shit at 47, man. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, you got to get in the ring with the boy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you got to get in the ring with him, and
Get me.
he's only going to get acclimated to the weight class at 54 better than 47. So you guys know who you running in there with. You know what it is. So like that's why you asking for your money. I need. You ain't never been paid more than 50 grand a fight. You talking about I need a quarter mil. You know, shut the fuck up.
That's why I say we got to consider all things, just not the information that make you feel good. Like realize that everybody want a certain price point to even think about getting in there with.
They already done calculated their hospital bills for their damn brain trauma they gonna have fighting that nigga.
Yo, bro, that shit just a little funny when you think about it, though, because you can say what you want about Boots, but that ain't no coincidence. And that's why I got even more respect for the Lima guy, because he ain't no kicking and screaming. What you got what? The $250,000 Philly? Get it to me. Hey, Boots, we got one. You get me? He's like, man, we about to play with this shit. How much? 250? Yeah, let me get it. He ain't negotiating or nothing. He take the first thing offered to him. Rashidi over there looking from the outside. Now I see him in the comment sections of the videos with the emojis, bro. You can't even do that. You cannot do that. Y'all did a 18-minute video talking about.
I don't even think that it's acceptable to say anything about Boots ducking Verge, especially after the 48 months comment some time ago. It just took so much for me to digest the fact that the man's team said they needed 48 months to prepare for Boots. Bro, who's talking that way in months?
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to bring the boogeyman mantra back. I know some
only
people
the judge does that shit.
Not too long ago, dudes wasn't thinking about even trying to fight him, and you had guys talking about how he had knocked this one out, Crawford this, give Spence hell. Now y'all getting a little loud with y'all whispers because he don't win a certain way. All right, that still ain't gonna change the fact that when them fights are made, y'all got to deal with that guy.
Talking about Robert Garcia never said that. Yeah, but Virgil's dad said it. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Man, I don't care who said it. Somebody was speaking on behalf of Virgil and said 48 months.
Talking
Come on,
about
bro.
this shit sold and all types of shit like
Come
that.
on, man.
Was that a jail sentence? He was that motherfucker.
Exactly, bro.
Only nigga who yell out months to you is the damn judge.
The judges say you got 48 months of probation, and I guess that's what Virgil was on because that don't make no sense.
Probation? Yeah, 4 years.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Oh yeah, dog. But you can hear the discrepancy now with I said it earlier with the tweet that he put out. I mean, he sound dismissive of it. I don't like when people make it seem like, yeah, well, it could have happened here or there, but now we're doing something else. It's like, bro, you gonna fight somebody better than him right now? I seriously doubt that. And I ain't knocking it because I've seen his last 2 fights. You gotta respect that. That's clearly a guy that's about to smoke. So I just think it's a matter of time and them getting on the same page, man. Or they could be trying to make that fight matter. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they trying to get guys titles. Think about it. That's a unification fight. That'd be huge for boxing. That'd be good. I don't think I'm looking too far ahead. It's just almost a crime that Virgil ain't fought for the title yet. I'm telling you, it is. He came right out he got the warm up.
In his defense, he in the interim position, and I'll give him credit for that. I will. But I'm not gonna act like either one of those guys are scared of the other, man. I'm not gonna do that.
Right. I don't look at boxing that way because again, I look at it like these guys chose to do this shit. So being scared of each other is it's not a logical way of thinking to me. Yeah, I think they want to move on their own accord and do shit when it makes the most sense for them. And I think that's a lot of what we see going on. It's a matter of getting on the same page. And we be talking about it, bro, how hard it is for them to put together cards, not only cards, but a fight in and of itself. And now you talking about 2 of the best. And that shit, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people, everybody got to be on the same page, man. You see it all the time when these fights, the biggest fights you want to see, man.
Bro, just to add to what you're saying, right now I'm a part of a promotion of a pro card. And right now we got, and those who don't know, these cards start off with a lot of names on them. And I got a pro card that's coming up right now. It got 12 different fights on it. By the time the fight, the card actually takes place, it's only going to be about 7 or 8 fights on there. That's just the game. That's the game. These fights fall apart. Business breaks up. Things happen. You know, a lot of people are just looking at it like, oh, you call out a guy, you just meet him in the ring and y'all fight. It's so much more to it than that.
So much yellow tape and shit to get through before you get it over the hump. And you know just better than me, man. At the last minute, some shit could happen and the fight be off. You seen that shit more recently. You know what I mean? You seen this shit happen. All it take, one thing, and it's over with. One detail. Virgil, you could have fought Vandora.
I think he salutes everybody in the building, man.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Clay. What's good with it?
What's good? Yeah, I don't know who was saying it earlier, but somebody was speaking on, Boots making the right fights and the value and how hard it'll be for him to make fights if he sits there just giving in to all types of concessions and making these fights. And I think people don't understand that, he's built a reputation as somebody who should just give up half his purse or a part of his purse to make a fight happen. And you can see it's resonating through the space to where it's making in a fair way with these fighters who are looking for these life-changing paydays to make fights with somebody who hasn't even headlined a pay-per-view event yet. You know what I mean? He hasn't even done that. Boots hasn't even accomplished all those things yet. He's a fighter who, at the end of the day, is fighting to get his name up there as a top bill type of fighter. But they get caught up in Eddie Hearn and Turkey Al-Sheikh and the whole entire energy that's around him, and they think they're supposed to become millionaires over fighting him. Meanwhile, somebody said it here earlier as far as like the Rashidi Ellis negotiations, and shout out to my guy Mill City. I got into it with him, right? We got into a heavy conversation about this because I know he's friends with Rashidi and he wanted to push him forward, but how do you go from 10, 15, 20, 30 grand a fight to demanding $750,000, bro, to fight, to go up in weight, to fight somebody you don't bring no belt, you never even fought at 154. You're not even with a major organization like the PBC or Top Rank or somebody. Come on, what you think?
Man, you doing more for him than what he actually doing? Because I'm gonna be real, that TCL check ain't even that. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know. I was trying to be nice. I really was. I swear.
Yeah. Because that TCL, me max out at $3 grand a round. We talked about this earlier. It ain't even realistic.
It's crazy. It's diabolical, you know what I mean? And I don't think people are talking about it enough, especially the Jaron Boots Ennis fans. It's like, guys, step up for your boy and talk that real talk about what this is all about, bro. You saw Brian Norman go up to almost over $2 million to try to make a fight, for argument's sake, and I got a lot of respect for the Normans. You priced yourself out of that fight, asking something that didn't make any sense in comparison to what you got before. You saw how the negotiations went with Stanionis. He had to give up so much of his own bag just to get a unification, so he can get a championship belt under his waist, so he can feel good about himself and not be an email champion. Now he's going up in 154, and it's the same nonsense. So who's going to push back at that? At these fighters who are making ridiculous requests for money that they never going to get from nobody else. I promise you, these fighters, it's not like they got other deals on the table. That, you know what, I don't need to fight you. I can go fight this other dude for $250,000. Who's paying you to fight to the point to where this dude has to give you a fight with you? Nah,
that's a fact. That's so much of a fact. Earlier I said it, that all these guys who turned it down and said it wasn't enough, I guarantee you their next fights, they don't make anything close to that.
That's an inconvenient truth for these guys. And that's why Rashidi tried to play hardball in the last minute. All right, I'll take it. No, you should have took it before, bro. You already got away with it when they offered you $250 and you asked for $800,000. That was already diabolical. But they were like, all right, we got a little history between us. We were supposed to fight at 147. We ain't gonna give you that. We'll give you half a mil. Oh man, I don't know, man. $500,000 to come fight you in Philly. Well, look, we're gonna go with Lima for $250,000. We good. Oh no, we'll take the $500,000. Really? What games are we playing out here? It looked bad from the outside looking in for Rashidi. And I don't know what he's gonna do after this, but it's just like, family, you about to go back to making 10 grand a fight. How do you look right now? Come on.
Well, at 32 years old, the clock is ticking for him.
Exactly. And he's a good fighter, right? So it's gonna be even more difficult for him to make the big fights because you're a fighter who brings nothing to the table except for an upset. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You bringing an upset to the table. So if I don't gotta fight you and I don't gotta put you in my equation, I'm not gonna do it. Because who knows? Anybody can have an off night. You had an opportunity to make a fight that would have put you, even if you lost, a great performance would have threw you in all kind of conversations and literally set the bar at your pay grade. It would set your price tomorrow would never be your price yesterday. You'd be a complete different fighter in a complete different tax bracket if you'd have took this fight.
A lot of fans aren't even looking at it from the angle of the more money going out to these fighters. That means the more you're gonna have to pay to get into that fight. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Not looking at it like that though.
Right.
You know we all rich on Twitter and YouTube. Stop playing.
Yeah.
You know
we all balling.
I ain't never
I've heard people talk about the price of a Tank fight or a price of a Canelo fight. Well, ironically, these dudes make a lot of money every time they get in the ring. So you know they clearly go hand in hand.
Yeah, I think it was YSM who kind of highlighted that before he did a live where he highlighted, do you guys really know what these fighters are getting paid? Because I think there's this misconceived notion or a miscommunication of information and how you guys think that these guys are making millions of dollars, $500,000 every time they get in the ring. No, these dudes
talk
like
about it. The conversation came
right?
up as to how rare a six-figure payday is or how often. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody not seeing that kind of money. They not. They not. I hate to break it to you, man. That shit. That's why when I hear people yelling out, "What's a low ball?" I'm like, man, that's tough. When
it's less than 2% of them guys. Maybe less than 1% is making that kind of money, bro. And people just don't understand that.
They don't get it, bro. Everybody is not millionaires in boxing. They call this shit a poor man's sport.
Ain't a millionaire, just most of them.
You get me?
Hey, I be thinking because you see him on TV, bro. Because you see him on TV.
Little 3 million. When you ever made 3 million for 36 minutes? Show me when you made that to call it little. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
That's real money, bro.
And fam, you can always tell.
What's good, Brody?
You can always tell when they get the real big bag because it goes straight to their head. You can see their whole change. Look at what happened to Keyshawn. Shout out to my dude Keyshawn, man. By the way, y'all let Keyshawn live, man. I don't know if anybody over here, but he made a mistake, bro. Let that man live and make a turn, bro. Come on.
You know what I mean?
Doing a lot of that boy, man. He can't even apologize straight. Come on, man.
He looked at
Earned him at the stake. He had the nerve to be eating popcorn after missing weight.
It was
Burned
wild.
his ass at the stake.
The nerve of him.
It looked crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It was wild. It was wild.
Overred Bach is turning in his grave, man. Come on, man.
He is. He is.
I say that because as for the American boxer and the Black American boxer, come on, we are on a bad trajectory right now. We can't throw our most valuable players, man. He made a mistake here, a young dude, but he also before that was heading in the right direction, and he's an exciting fighter, and he's somebody who makes us look good. We can't just throw away our fighters, bro.
That's what I'm saying. We not getting behind none of our fighters, bro. This shit is getting crazy. Crawford on steroids, Boots ducking. Keyshawn fat. Like,
somebody told me Clarissa smoked weed. Come on, man. Y'all stop.
Smoking weed. Everybody on snack. Like, yo, what is we doing in the boxing right now? Y'all serious? I'm wilding, man.
Right now.
And I just want to say this though about Boots, y'all. Anybody, I'm telling you, you know the date is October 11th. I got an opportunity to see him fight in Philly. If you got the opportunity, do not listen to a single solitary hater. Please go watch one of the best fighters in the world. You will not be disappointed. Watching that shit on TV is fun. For being in there, feeling that energy and seeing how them people get behind that dude and he go out there and proceed to do and one mixtape moves with boxing gloves is different. So trust me, if you got a chance, don't listen to not a single hater talking no duck shit. Please go watch that dude perform. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Trust me, man. It's gonna be fun. That
You know,
shit is fun.
I take it one further, man. So, in your local town, go to your local gym and just watch how they have to prepare for a fight, bro. I mean, all you doing is sitting on your damn couch making your $15 an hour at your warehouse talking about $1 million ain't a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're sitting around talking about, oh, this guy, he looks okay. He looks all right. But the amount of work that goes into just showing up that day, that's why I'm going to keep giving Lima credit even after the fight, because I didn't hear a tug of war with that dude. I heard that dude raise his hand and say, I'll do it. And he gonna head to Philly to do it. Man, I'm sorry, bro. Win, lose, or draw, bro. I'm giving that dude all the props in the world for showing up, dog.
Yeah.
All he got to do is show up, in my opinion. I'm giving him props, dog. Because he got something. They gonna act like he don't, but he got something to lose. He done built his career up to something. He's an IBO champion. He rated in the top whatever, but he done done something to get somewhere. He got something to lose. And we gonna act like he just ain't nothing. All right, bro.
Nah, he's betting on himself, man. You gotta respect somebody who's betting on themselves, bro. He's betting on himself. He going into the backyard of an animal, and he know Boots ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
And I'm gonna add to it and say that Lima gonna fight the shit up out of fucking Boots, bro. He gonna fight for his.
I agree.
Life, bro.
I agree.
I think he is. I think he is too.
He gonna fight that nigga like, nigga, you got to kill me.
I'm telling you, bro, that money got to go back to Portugal.
That's the slowest Portuguese dude I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, yo, that boy looked like I'm telling you, a beefed up Castillo Clayton.
Telling you.
He gonna fight the shit out that man, bro.
Telling you, people don't get it. These dudes to be fighting for their boxing is really fighting for your life. It's almost criminal to call it a sport. You fighting for your life is crazy, bro. And Boots find some way to make that look fun. I'm telling you, please go watch them if you get a chance. Remember, I said it, bro. And the ones that are going to the fight, y'all already know what y'all about to get. That shit gonna be fun.
I can't wait to hear what the undercard. Because he bringing that stable he got, bro. He got Khalil Cole probably gonna be on there. We gotta see, you know what I mean? Like he got that staple, bro. He gonna bring them boys out. And that's another thing that people aren't taking into consideration about Boots is what's riding on his shoulders, bro. You feel me? What's riding on his shoulders to put together as a promoter, taking these fighters with him where he's going, bro. He can't just sit here and just suck the whole budget down. You know what I'm saying? And just pay these one fighters they want.
So they don't get, man. When you get somebody that's willing to take that money and it don't break the bank.
You hear me?
Jump on it too. That's good business for you. You know what I'm saying? You able to save the money to keep the show going. That's smart for you. Eddie Hearn work.
Yeah, he thinking about the big picture, bro. He thinking about a lot is all I'm saying. Just Boots. Just at the end of the day, if we can accept the fact and realize this man ain't ducking nobody, stop it.
Right.
Because once you start talking like that, then it's hard to put any type of real perspective on it. First of all, he's not ducking nobody. So that being said, there's probably a good reason as to why they're moving the way they're moving, bro. A reason that makes sense, bro. It doesn't have to go into this man being scared of another man when y'all know no problems like that with Boots. Boots had to take people's whole families out of poverty, bro, to get them to
Barry.
Bro.
Yeah, man. That shit is real. I'm telling you, they gonna have to watch. They're gonna be spinning the block. I was saying it earlier. They're gonna be like, man, we ain't say Boots wasn't good, but we just need to see him fight one of them. Watch when he beat one of them. When he make somebody quit at 54 or beat him down.
All them dudes, and then what y'all gonna say? He was ducking him. I don't know.
When he take that and1 mixtape shit to 54 and start acting crazy, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't say I didn't tell you. I said it the last fight, it was gonna get crazy in there, and it did. And now
he gonna turn that arena in Philly into Rucker Park, bro. I guarantee it.
Yeah, the Rucker.
I guarantee it. I'm just saying. I mean, they can act like he gonna do whatever, and I'm gonna give a man his props. The reason why is that way I can give Boots his props for winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that Lima's just trash. People just talk, he's just gonna knock him out, man. Come on, bro. Right. I'm gonna give him his props, man. Your favorite fighter ain't take the fight. Your favorite fighter ain't offer Boots an opportunity. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Lima his.
That's a fact, Barry. That's how it go, bro. Selective outrage, bro. You pointing it out.
And
when are we going to go back to celebrating fighters so that our fighters can get the props they deserve when they beat them? You know what I'm saying? When do we go back to that? To the Floyd Mayweather? Y'all copy everything else Floyd Mayweather do. Well, copy the hell of a fighter tactic too, because that's important. We sit here and throw these fighters away that they're fighting and they can't get no respect. Right now, Terrence Crawford is a fighter who's not all that because his resume. Meanwhile, this dude is a 2-weight class undisputed 4-weight class champion heading into a 5th weight class right now, looking to make history. And we can't give him no respect because this dude fought in Gandu. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude, it don't make no sense, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, look, the thing is, man, Tank and Boots situations is a bit different. I know we got to know that. Y'all know that shit just a little different with them. I done heard his people speak a certain way too many times, man. So, like they said it, if he want to fight, it'll happen. So I think that's the difference, man. I don't think Boots
I'm out, man. Salute to you, Joe. Salute to everybody.
Driver's seat now. You know what I'm saying? Like they right now could be actively, getting away from a rematch or not, and then he'll be able to do that, and that'll just be that, and it'll just be Lamont Roach is just in the win. Like that's how much shit just different with him, man. Shit different.
He's like he trash, but I bet you can't whoop Lima.
Yeah, I'm not big on calling fighters trash, bro. Like that's just not my thing. I'll say his levels. Now, is he supposed to be some world beater? But you gotta respect the guy within the top 10, bro. They ain't go to the bottom of the barrel. Just because we don't know him, don't make him any less of a fighter. That just means we need to do some more homework. And that's the part that people don't want to acknowledge. All right, so let's look him up. Let's find out who he is. I ain't about to sell him as some top tier guy, but man, he a worthy competitor at the end of the day, man. It just is what it is. It's a first fight, man. It ain't like he been there for, years, and this is who we fight. That's why I don't understand it's one fight. How long do y'all think this gonna take? October be here sooner than later. That should be out the way, man. Think about it. He on his 2nd contract with Eddie Hearn that fast. Just let that sink in. That shit is not gonna take a lot of time. Get this out the way, bro. It's not the end of the world. I think where he goes from here, I could understand people be more critical of the next move rather than this one right here. Chill out. We already heard the names. I'm not going to keep going through it, man. One of them dudes eventually going to get in there with him, and he's going to make the example that we all been waiting to see him make against somebody with an actual name. That's all. I don't see it no other way, bro. I swear. How could you exist there? Y'all get what I'm saying? How the hell is he going to exist there and be good if he don't fight nobody? I would be completely turned off as a boxing supporter. I wouldn't hate him or none of that, but all this shit, I'm talking like, how you gonna fight this? All that shit to die. Because I just don't see it. There's not a world where he could exist. There's no way for him to grow his name. There's no way for him to get to whatever that next level is for him fighting all Limas. So I know that can't be the goal. And I'm cool with knowing that this was not his first option. I can't stress that enough. We got to fall back a little bit and just say this is one of the things where the business of boxing took over. Tell me it didn't. Tell me it didn't. When a bunch of dudes talking about getting on videos, doing 20-minute videos, damn near talking about how money ain't good. And then you got this good dude from Portugal. Like, man, get that shit to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's that simple. The show must go on. You get what I'm saying? What they supposed to do? Wait till somebody figure the money is good? No, you keep it moving. And low key, whether people want to say it or not, Eddie Hearn did his job. Kept the show going. Your man is going to fight. He going to make his debut at 54. At the very least, you got a top 10 guy. Let's keep it pushing. Just make him paint a Picasso on this dude in October, and that's that. That's how I see it. Ain't no reason to keep stressing about this shit. No
timing right now, man. Like 250,000 from Eddie Hearn ain't nothing, but I'll take 2,500 from the TCL.
You get me, man. Y'all better shut up and get that money. Better get that matchroom money. You know what I'm saying? Better get that DAZN bag. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Now Boots about to go tear Wells Fargo up again. About to go tear the Wells Fargo up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, they're gonna light it up out there. That's the thing, man. You keep it going. It's not all bad. The perception on YouTube is not the reality. It's not the whole of the story. You think You think that people complaining about this fight is going to stop them people from packing up in the Wells Fargo to watch him destroy him? Absolutely not. It's not going to matter. They're going to be right there, and they definitely going to be there as the competition wrap up. Watch what I tell you. People think YouTube is like the end all be all, like social media. I know it might it extend far, like you can reach anybody from it, but it's not the reality, man. Because most people that's on social media don't be at the fights. Them not the people packing out no arenas and shit like that. They sitting at home complaining about the fights like they doing right now, instead of missing the fact that you can see somebody make their debut at 54, and it's gonna be one of the better fighters in boxing. I think this would be a fun debut. You see him go do his thing, and that's it. Sid, what's good with it? Yeah, they're gonna still be watching. Watch, they're gonna be right there watching. Whether they got to stream the zone or whatever it is they got to do in October, they're gonna be watching. Trust me, because they're gonna know exactly what happened, how he looked, if it's a knockout, what round it was, what punch. All of that shit. They do it. I've seen this shit for multiple fights in a row with Boots. Talk crazy.
If he got hit with a punch, you know, that's the one dude. Like Boots can't get hit with no damn clean punch. People lose their minds. He was overrated. His defense ain't that good.
And any fighter that people dislike can't get hit with a punch. Any fighter. If somebody dislikes a fighter and he gets caught with a jab, a hook, or whatever, it is the end of the world, bro.
It's over.
It don't matter if that was the only punch they landed in the fight. It don't even matter.
Shout out to
sneaky trash in his defense. He get hit too much.
Zaza. Did Troy Nash win? Nope. I don't think. I know I looked in the comments. I watched the fight. He didn't win, but I noticed that I heard them refer to it as a draw, not a loss, and then I seen his father make the comment that
man, just you already know how I feel about that. They have 3 systems of judging. That was crazy.
That's excessive, bro.
That was crazy. The actual judges ruling a draw. They go, well, let's go to our secondary level of what does that mean, bro?
Yeah, like what are y'all out here turning this shit into a video game for real, bro, in real time? And I ain't never seen that. Me neither. I thought he fought a good fight. It got a little, like you mentioned, sloppy down the stretch.
Yeah, it got sloppy after the 4th round. It got sloppy.
Pains. He fighting a guy 16-0 that decided to try to impose his will on him after a few rounds. And
with only 5 fights,
having some success. You get what I'm saying? But Troy was always doing something back. So I didn't see him just take over where he should have got a knock.
I never seen the guy completely take control of the fight or land clean punches. That was my only discrepancy.
Yeah.
The guy was in there wrestling him, and he may have a lot more physical man strength. I mean, Troy Nash is young, you know what I'm saying? But
19.
Yeah, dude, 19, 20 years old or something like that. But dude wasn't landing nothing clean, you know, and just, you know, how I saw, you know, with him leading with his head and just charging in and, you know, creating a wrestling match.
Because of them straight punches and shit that he was getting clipped with in them first couple rounds. He was tagging with some clean shit. He got tired of getting hit, so he just started leading with his head to cause a little disruption, and he made the fight a little sloppy. You know what I mean?
I think that's what caused Troy to have a nosebleed with dude leading in with his head. They never said that, but that's what I saw.
Yeah. I just appreciate how he fought through that shit. He had no quit, no dejected look, no I'm gonna figure this shit out. That's what I seen. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna keep, working through this shit. This dude, because he definitely switched tactics and elected to be more physical when he realized
for him to be so young in that kind of tournament, that only makes him better.
Yes, absolutely.
Because if you take a look at it, all the fights around his fight, you talking about guys with 17 fights, 14 fights. His opponent had 16 fights. Here's a kid with 5 fights. Yeah, you got to give props where it's due.
Yeah, he went out there and fought a damn good fight, and I ain't give him no pity score, none of that. He worked.
Just a year ago, he was an amateur, bro. I got to give him props.
Right, his poise is crazy, man. He was out there, man. Staggered dude. He was landing some clean ass shots. Nice, clean, sharp shit. I'm like, man, he's sharp early. Then started wearing down. But somebody said something like, we gotta start doing a better job of defining what gassed out is too, man. Because I ain't see no gassed out. Do guys feel the pace of a fight when you start having to wrestle with a guy and try to avoid this dude head running into your nose? it's gonna accelerate the gas tank a bit, man. And you're gonna have some rough moments where you gotta get your form together and shit like that. But that's boxing. That's boxing, man. What you seen is a man growing in there, bro. I promise you. I don't mean to sound cliche when I say it, but he guaranteed to get better from that fight.
I mean, just think about it. I mean, he went to the quarterfinal off of basically turning pro. I mean, the man entered that tournament with only like two fights. He entered a tournament with a bunch of guys that are technically vets on 2 fights.
Yeah.
You know, that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? For him to even been in that. Who takes their newly turned pro and says, we're gonna put you in a tournament with people from all over the world and you don't even get to pick who you fight. Man, that man get all the props in the world for that.
Right. It's real difficulty in that shit. It's not to be overlooked or like underappreciated, man. It's a lot these dudes got to go through, especially tournaments like that, like you said, where you can't pick and you just got to go in there and fight. He fought a 16-0 guy. I rest my case at 5-0. So that would be his 6th fight and that dude's 17th fight. And you telling me he got anything to hold his head in, man? He went in there, fought that dude. He was the one landing the cleaner, more effective shots to me. You know what I mean? Dude started to like kind of try to turn it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie with the physicality. He kind of made that shit work in his favor a bit, but you wasn't able to ever really neutralize and stop the young man from firing or trying to get his shit back. And that's one thing that I like about him, man. You hit him, he was getting his shit back, man. I just like the fight, man. I'm definitely watching him from here on out.
You know, I did a sit down with him for DAZN in December 13th. And I sat around and me and him got a chance to sit and chop it up. And the kid doesn't have any apprehension of fighting good fighters. He only want to fight good fighters. And you don't hear that at that point in people's career, that they looking for the challenge right now. That ain't normal. You know, normally you got some management or some promotional company putting you in front of guys that could just barely breathe, and then you knock them out and look good. You know, for him to enter that and not have any choice, man, he gets so many props from me for that because that's not normal.
Ty, what's good, bro? Yeah, that criteria, I know that scoring, all them levels of scoring is like wow. Like that just I ain't gonna lie, that shit just threw me off. Bad. I was like, this turned into a video game. Like this shit feel crazy. It almost like we're not even leaving it up to humans to decide no more. What are we doing? Stop playing, man. They went out there and fought their asses off, man. If y'all don't come up with a damn score that's respectable based on what we just watched, damn, that shit shouldn't be hard, man. 3 levels of scoring, man. How about making sure the ones that scoring that the human people can see the fight at a really good angle? Because, man, I ain't gonna lie, when they showed the angles that, you know, these judges have from the event, that just sucked. Oh, man, if you ain't seen it, man, go look it up, man. I'm pretty sure they got it on YouTube when they did that shit, had the fight and was showing you from the judges' angle. You get to see why they all got different scores. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? We spoiled watching it at home on TV. We get to see every angle. Not when you sitting there in one spot. That shit is crazy. I'm like, yeah. I could see punches big. I could see why it's like that, man. They need to improve that before you trying to add all these different layers of judging. That shit just was weird. Yeah, split draw or something like that. It was weird. That's why Pop said it was a draw, and he said he advanced. That was the rest of his comment. Said it was a draw.
That point that you just made, that's the reason why in all these other sports they have referees at different vantage points. They have the replay center,
the line judge,
you know what I mean? Like people at different vantage points so they could see it and all right, that happened over there. All right, I can corroborate that. I was over here, I seen that.
The judge in the back,
the
the ref in the backfield. I mean, they got one in the secondary. They got judges all over the NFL, and then the referees literally are running up and down the court with, you know what I'm saying? They got to find a way to improve that within that tournament specifically if you're gonna do fighters like that.
Right.
Get them some damn monitors or something, or have somebody else that's sitting.
That could be too, Stanley, though. That I can't rule that out. Say that's not reasonable what you say it is. I just think, like, for me, what brought me to that conclusion is after actually them showing it on TV how it looks from their different vantage points. I was like, oh, this is tough. I ain't gonna lie. and don't be distracted at all because you'll miss something in it. That I could see how shit just be the way it is. So yeah, you might be right. They might judge all different criteria to a certain degree.
No, they don't, bro. They don't.
Impact
They don't. They
what
don't.
they're able to see from their seats is definitely I think the most impactful on the fight. Like that shit was different. I was like, wow, I had a different respect for it. It made me not want to be as critical if you see some scorecards. That's what it made me, because I'm like, that shit is clear as day. That's not easy to judge at all. And think about if somebody had a favorite. I don't give a damn what you say and who these people are, man. That you human. Anything. You get what I'm saying? You could like something more that one guy's doing versus the other, man. And then on top of not being able to see the way you need to see it, all the action, that's crazy. Shit tough. That's not an easy job. I'm willing to say that. I respect it. Really stupid. The review fool. Y'all hit that like, bro, we gonna keep building, man. We got some stuff to get to, but it was good to have this conversation, man. It always go deeper than surface, which is good for the build, man. A lot of people, man, it's easy to dismiss a fight, but when I think once you really get a somewhat of an idea or what it actually takes to put one together or get it over the hump or a card in general, I think people start singing a bit different tune. They'll stop just assuming that these biggest fights supposed to just happen just because of God just now moved into a division. It just don't go like that a lot of times, man. So
it's almost like you getting promoted from regular employee to, lead. And they're like, man, why you not running the company, bro? Come on, man. It's crazy, dog.
Like, man, let the man get his foot in the door. Oh, he's 28. He got 30 plus fights. It's like none of that shit matter. How many of them fights is up there in the weight class where you at? None, right? All right, let's just chill. Let's just chill. Like bro mentioned, I think Barry mentioned, Usyk moved up. Like his first fight, what was it? Chaz Witherspoon. Wasn't nobody tripping. You get what I'm saying? He been kicking ass all over at cruiserweight. So you get what I'm saying? It just you ain't supposed to. You're supposed to understand it. Like that's the problem. People are caught up in what they want and not trying to understand why certain moves are made. And when it's not something that you wanted or you expected, then you don't see no way where you can give it any level of understanding and appreciate it. It's like, well, it's all bad. It's no way he should have fought this guy. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Better be glad he fighting in October and everybody ain't sitting around asking. Better be glad Lima ain't sit there and ask for a damn career high payday. Drill Hill, what it do? You say, whose career is it? Boots? You know what I'm saying? Is it true that Tank posted that he wants to fight Pacquiao? Oh, you seen that little joint? Maybe, I don't know if you seen it in my community post. That was something old. I posted it because it was relevant to it. Like if you go search it up, look it up, however y'all get your information, you'll see. Right now, that's why I called it a rumor, because that's what I look at it as for right now. It's not possible, but because of the money that he could stand to possibly make. And
I don't know how Tank feel about it, but I can almost guarantee you that PBC want him to feel that way.
You know what I'm saying? So 145 or catch weight, him and Pacquiao. I mean, look, I'm just not in the business of telling guys what to do with their careers, man. And I feel like I can enjoy boxing a lot better, understanding and making peace that I have no control over them decisions. I could want what I want all day. We could preach about it, ask about it, break it down. We all know the fights, but at the end of the day, these guys are always going to do what they want to do, what they see fit. And I don't know what that entails for this dude right now. I don't know if, fighting Lamont Roach is something that they all in line with doing together. Who knows? Because like I said, I know he has some stuff going on, so that's obvious. So you can understand, I don't know, maybe why they're not communicating. I guess maybe that has something to do with it. But with them just not being in the know and being like left in the dark, that's never a good thing, because it's their careers. And like his pops was saying in an interview with the Boxing Source, saying like, you got sparring partners come out here and different guys you bring in the camp to work. They taking time away from their families, traveling, spending money, and then boom, it's over with. And it's like, that shit is frustrating. So That's the only thing, man. I just wish for boxing that if that's what I was, headed to do, then they just get it done. I mean, I think it's a really good rematch, unexpected for Tank. You know what I mean? But it could be something, good or something bad. It's up to him. So we'll set it on the table. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. It's out there. It's definitely out there, Sid.
I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. At the end of the day,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think PBC's objective is to make money, and if you decide to make a fight with Tank and Pacquiao, regardless of how people feel about the fighter, then personally, the fight gonna make money. And at the end of the day, that's what they after.
Right. And that's what people don't ever forget. And that's why I be snapshotting little stuff and I be pulling up these quotes. They ain't just for nothing, bro. Like, look what Truck Simpson is telling you. And I know don't think about his losses, none of that. Just think about the message that he's sending out. This is the mind of a fighter, bro. They trying to get paid. And when guys got opportunities, we just seen it with Mario Barrios. You got an opportunity to fight Pacquiao, you at least gonna consider it. So that stuff is out there. The 145, the catch weight, it'll be higher than he's ever been. Pacquiao is still active in terms of throwing his hands. We just seen it with Barrios, but Tank got the kill switch. I think we all understand that. But at 45, what would it look like? Because again, if you had a contracted weight of 145, you a welterweight. So that 145 just to make it sound cool or cute, but he's a welterweight at that point. And that's somewhere where I never thought I'd see him at. So never know how you feel about it. I mean, it's fresh, but it's definitely out there. It's a conversation that's floating around. And I just think of it's just like with any other fight when you got a big name like Tank, you always exploring possibilities. And I mean, it ain't about being scared of Lamont Roach, but like if you Tank and you already was thinking about retirement, you talking like, do you want to spend an extra fight fighting him? And that's what it comes down. That's what it boils down to. Do him and the powers that be, do his team want to go that route again? And as of right now, obviously you will lean toward you. I don't know or no, because they being left in the dark. They don't know what's going on. So I don't know. I'm just glad he got that situation out his hair, so now he could at least move forward anyway. So I think we'll know in due time, man. I don't think they rushing to try to answer no questions or, rush them in to do nothing. But if you got an opportunity to fight Pacquiao, there's money in it. Tank is a money man. It wouldn't be out the realm of possibility. You even heard the Jake Paul shit still floating around. Lance was good with it. So you don't know. You never know. If you see this fight, I mean, whatever. How I look. It's Pacquiao, man. This dude's still hanging in here. Why? I don't know.
Man, that man fight like he got like a few kids on child support or something.
Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah, he got IRS problems or something, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you still want to get punched for a living at this age?
My thing with him is more so not even the fights. It's more so you gonna make your body endure another camp. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then fight. Say for conversation's sake, one of the harder punches in boxing right now. That little dude would punch, man.
I think the volume that doesn't come from Tank helps him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he not gonna have to face so much of volume, but it's more so impact when Tank does land.
Yeah,
will he have the punch resistance to deal with that? I hate to see that old man laid out again, like the one man well fight.
I'm telling you, bro. I think Tank is just one of them guys that's gifted when it comes to punching. I just think that's just what it is.
Man, that man got a heat seeker, man. He be accurate.
And he's so angry when he punched, bro. He one of the few people that I truly enjoy watching him put his pain.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Man, he punched like he saw you steal his wallet.
Yeah, like, man, I know you ain't just steal from like it's everything. Like, bro, and you was talking about my mom. Man.
Yeah, that's exactly how
and you hit my sister too. It's like it's everything. Like he taking everything out on you. And I love seeing it, bro. He a violent puncher, bro. That's a violent small guy, you know what I'm saying? And I just, man, I can see him clipping Pacquiao, man. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna be good. Not at this age to be getting punched by him. That's not Barrios, bro. That's shit, you gonna feel them shots, I think, more. And Barrios said when they asked him who hit him the hardest, he said Tank.
And that's a 6 foot guy.
Yeah, and he fought Keith, who's now at 54. He still said it was Tank. Who's campaigning at 35. That little dude is something different, man. Don't give him too many opportunities to get you up out of there, because that's what's
He
gonna
gonna
happen.
do it.
And Manny at this stage, man, his best shot is like volume and trying to be busy activity, but Tank is pretty
He
smart,
clearly
man.
got a death wish, bro. He want to be carried out the ring, bro.
Yeah, maybe, man, because I don't know, man. After that nap against
Juan Manuel.
Marquez, I'm like, yeah, it's probably good that he never fights again. And think about how many times he fought since then.
That wasn't even the first time he got knocked out. So, you know.
Yeah, way back then. Look to the body, little body having ass dude. So he's been knocked out multiple times and outboxed. Get what I'm saying? And slept, knocked out to the body, hit to the head, knocked out, like beat up pretty good, even in the fight that he won, that Keith Thurman fight. I try not to laugh, but you know, it was all like he got it off on Keith Thurman. I thought he shot himself in the foot talking about
Well, you can't stay up till 3 a.m. in the casino eating ice cream and think you can go fight Manny Pacquiao on the next day. You just can't do that.
I got one for you, bro. When AB
tells you that you're tripping,
you bugging, it's all bets is off.
Yeah.
You definitely tripping. But one of the talking points, like after that fight, was, you know, he got on Keith early, knocked him down. Keith had to come back from behind. He did really good coming back from behind, but Pacquiao edged him. Split decision. We know this. But he went back in the locker room, and I believe it was Andre Berto telling the story. And he said he spoke to Pacquiao. And he said Pacquiao was like, man, I gotta take some time off. He said he was really hurting me in there. Say Keith Thurman could really punch in there. He said he was really hurting me. I need some time off. Andre Berto was telling the story. I'm like, damn, like, even you just never know. And that's the part that, like, sometimes we don't take enough into account, because a guy got his hand raised. We don't consider the piece of him that'll never be the same. Like, he still got a chunk of flesh taken about his ass too to get this win. Keith Thurman did not go easy. He did not. He got knocked down. He smiled while he was down there. That was the last time, I believe, he fought with the ponytail. But he fought back strong, man. But I just thought, yeah, he got caught slipping a little bit.
I remember I told Keith Thurman he lost that ponytail in the dice game.
Yeah. Oh, man, you a fool.
I think it was mad at me like a motherfucker.
Oh, man, yo. That was a hell of a fight, though, man. That was a damn good fight. I'm like, yo, Keith really one of them ones, but I think that was Pacquiao last, like, really, really good performance like that on that level. And he just caught Keith at the right time, and he caught Manny at the wrong time. You caught him when he still had some of that do. You know what I mean? He still had a little bit of that. Yeah, he still had a little bit of that left on him.
Now he just got
that's out. He's still out there throwing punches, but it ain't that. It's not like that shit before. Once upon a time, that dude looked damn near unbeatable a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, when he went on that little run, and I mean, he stopped Oscar, bro.
Man, yeah, you get me. Like,
if you just look at the size differential, it don't even make sense how he was able to do that.
No, it don't. That shit was nasty. He beat the hell out of Oscar, man. I'm like, man, and somebody was like talking about the fight with him and Floyd way back then, if it would have happened back then. And they was like, man, sometimes you just can't be Superman. And it was like they was just referring to Pacquiao as Superman. I'm like, I feel like, man, that drug test would have made it. You know, that shit would have answered every question we needed, bro.
Yeah.
So you take against Pac-Man at this age, yeah, it's a really dangerous fight for him, bro. Every fight is dangerous for him. Like, think about it. Ugas had him, like, not seeing his plate, eating. That shit look wild. I had pulled that video up a little while back showing that shit. That happened. Like, he's still going after that. Rough exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? The last fight was rough. He didn't win it. Now, Barrios, he just lucky it was Barrios, man. He gonna keep playing. Like, now you getting in there with somebody younger, closer to in their prime. Tank is in his prime. That's not gonna be a good idea, and I don't think the weight gonna save him if that it is to come to fruition. But I can't say, man. That's why I always like to put rumor and shit, because right now that's what it is. It's just a conversation. Nobody got nothing signed or nothing like that. but you heard the different little, you heard Pacquiao speak about fighting Tank before. You heard him mention it. Like, and y'all seen that little tweet from back then. Somebody said it was a fake tweet. I'm not sure if it was fake or not, but he said something. He fighting Pacquiao. He about to call Al. Tank do say shit like that. That's the type of shit he'll tweet and delete, though. He'll leave it there for a little bit for you to see it, and then he'll delete it. That's just shit he do. He the one chasing for the rematch for Manny.
Talking about Keith. Yeah.
I just think he 54 too big right now. That shit.
Nah, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming.
No.
And Manny ain't going up there. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. It hurt Manny something bad right now.
Because then people gonna be talking crazy like Manny need to fight for Andorra.
I'm telling you, he got to chill. They're gonna start asking him because don't make no mistake and beat no champion and Manny hanging around playing, bro. They're gonna ask you to unify.
Well, he crazy enough to kick it. They crazy enough to stay around. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, could you imagine it?
Yeah, I could because it's him. And yeah, he would do it.
Crazy. Manny unifying would be crazy right now, yo. This late
I just want to unify.
Should I say, and even putting it because that's another dangerous fight. Hell, that shit. Every fight get wild for him. 46, yeah, you playing with fire. Your ass came from 108, and you about to be playing with these young ass dudes. How many generations you trying to be a part of, bro? So man, you gotta be careful, man. That shit might get bad, man. Might get bad for him, bro. Might get bad, but yeah, man. As far as the Tank and Pacquiao, y'all, before we move on, because I still got some stuff I'm gonna get through. Shout out to the fam rocking out to the end of the show. I got some other stuff I got to get through it, but let's get to it. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna waste no more time. Hit the like button for the fan that's still in the building, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Lance, what it do? Said keep writing poems, chasing his hair out. Keep a funny guy, man. You know what I mean? He did, injuries did do him in a bit, but at the top of his game, he's one of the best fighters in the world. For sure. Let me get this up, man, because people was asking about this. Shout out to my guy from Cigar Talk, man. He interviewed my guy Oshaquie. Yeah, Keith still got some tread left on the tire, man. He handled Brock Jarvis pretty good, I don't know how you're going to fare against one of them younger fighters, but time will tell because he's still active. He's still talking like he want to fight. So, I know it's all good. We like a good jokey joke, but we about to get to this, man. Let's hear this, man, because they said Shock was talking here. We want to hear it.
Man, how have you been since, the last fight? I feel like you're a guy that, you pop up on social media every so often. You're not like an everyday kind of social media guy, but how have you been? What you been up to?
Man, I really just been, at first I was getting healthy, trying to get fully healthy, and for the last 2-3 months, I just been grinding on the back end. Mm-hmm. So my next fight, I'm trying to pop out the right way.
Yeah. Well, when I heard the rumors, I don't know if it's been officially confirmed, but they was talking about you versus Cool Boy Step. When I heard that, nigga, I was hyped like, ooh, that's one of them fights.
Yeah.
Shock versus Cool Boy. Can you tell us, well, first, is that real? Is there validity to the news that y'all are fighting?
Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure, it's real.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this is my most important fight. I'm excited for it. You know what I mean? It's on the undercard of one of the biggest fights this year, so I feel like it's my time to shine. It's my opportunity.
And that's the Tank Roach fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say, is this the...
See, and that's the only messed up thing about if Tank and Roach is not put together to rematch soon, because they had an undercard basically already filled out, and that was one of the fights that was supposed to be on it, Shock and Cool Boy. And that'd be a disservice to the sport. We don't get to see that, man. Shock excited for it. Those are the fights you want to see guys like this in, ones that he excited for, that he gonna really train, put the work in, and really, go out there and try to show out.
Would you say this is the biggest name that you had thus far in terms of like, all right, the fight that's gonna get you to the next level?
Facts. Yeah, I think most definitely. That's
Tank, my
kind of the
guy, was
reason
good,
why
bro.
we took the fight. I mean, like, it was presented. We had a couple fights presented to us, and you know, when I weighed my options, I was like, all right, that's the one. You know what I mean? Plus, he done said a few things, not towards me, but talking like he just wanted to come take over 130, and I feel offense when anybody say something like that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I like that. So I mean, because what do you see from Cool Boy, right? Like, obviously, you know, I think 122 was where he was really shining and doing his thing. Now that he's moving up, you know, his last fight with Figueroa, I thought, you know, he looked good. He looked good. What do you see when you look at his game and you analyzing it, you breaking it down in your head? What do you see?
I think he's an all-around fighter. I think he got good speed, good balance, good ring IQ.
I like the way
I think
Shot
he got
going with
decent
this.
power because he keeps certain guys off of him. Not like knockout power, but, you know,
like
keep you at bay
respectable.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Now, I respect it. I really ain't get a good look at him at 126 because he didn't, you know, the Figueroa fight, that was a good win for him, but like, I don't know if that was the same Figueroa, and then the fight before that, it was kind of.
Oh, you mean from fight 1 to fight 2, Figueroa kind of went down, you feel like?
Yeah, I don't. That wasn't the same fighter to me. You know what I mean? And
I could agree.
So we're gonna see though. I think it's gonna be
think that's
you know
fair.
what I mean, a great show.
I think so too. I mean, I know, you know, Bosey's his guy, his trainer, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he always kind of talk about you in a way that's like,
I gotta show Bosey. Yeah, I've been
I feel like
seeing
Bo
that.
always kind of be like,
Yeah, I've been seeing that. They be sending me the clips. And that's another reason why I took the fight too. That I wanted to fight. It's like I want to show Buddy. Like
in my house.
I don't know you at all. I like.
Oh, you talking
I
about from
respect
there?
your son's ability, but I
Change them
want to show
damn
him
batteries.
he don't know what he's talking about for real.
I feel like this is a close fight though. When I'm breaking it down, like in my head, my
Hit that
boxing
like
brain,
button,
I'm
y'all.
like, damn,
Support the
we
build.
got
We
two
gonna keep
guys
rocking, y'all.
with good IQ,
Second build
both
of the
good
day.
boxers. Power edge goes to you. Speed edge, I'm not sure with him moving up. I think you might have a better jab. I think it's kind of even.
Natural
like,
speed, I got him. Natural speed, natural power, I got
Oh,
him.
you think you got him in speed too?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure?
Yeah, for sure. Like no.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think it's me, GM. Yeah, I don't think
I
my
think he got good
I don't think my
timing,
batteries did.
versus speed.
It might be.
Cause he's not really a fast puncher to
I
me,
don't
but he
know.
got good timing, good, you know, good
Yeah,
combination
right.
and stuff with his shots. I respect that part of it. Like natural speed,
And it's
natural
something
power,
as
I got
petty
that,
as the
you know what I
batteries
mean?
being dead or something. Need to
It's gonna
change
be
the
good,
battery.
man.
Yeah, man.
I want everybody though. That's what I want everybody to get my credit after this though. You know.
You know, it's funny you say that because I feel like I've
See,
heard you say that.
Real quick, I'm gonna try not to stop it too much as this go on and just let it flow, but you know, get my little commentary here and there. I like the fact that Oshaquie is like aware enough mentally to give his opponent credit for the kind of fighter that he is. Cause at the same token, he want his respect when he beat him. He feel like this is the guy that'll get him to the next level. This is most accomplished name to date. And I like that way of thinking because that's honest. And then when he say, because I want my credit when I beat him, not this dude a D level fighter, and then you gonna want praise when you beat his ass. Nah, and I like the fact that he giving Cool Boy some respect. It don't make him soft or none of that. Just make him real. And I think the more real he is about what he feels Cool Boy is as a challenge art, what he possesses as far as talent, that's what he'll prepare for, and he'll be the best version of himself. I like Oshaquie always have. Regardless of anything he say in his interview, it don't matter. Like, I don't take nothing fighters say personally about other fighters, bro. Yeah, fighter, you're a real one. I like seeing him fight. I hope the Tank rematch is still on, and I hope they can patch that up, get that going, because this is the fight that's supposed to be on the undercard, and we need to see that.
Feel like you don't receive the right credit for where you at. Like when you say things like that, what do you mean, like the credit? Because I feel like people respect what you're doing, though. But like, what's the credit you looking for?
I see, because since 2020, right? Well, let's say since 2020, everybody I fought been in the top 5. And then you got guys like Ray Ford and these guys come up and y'all give him a pass. He move up from
We
26.
want to see that though, Shot.
That's cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But y'all can't sit up here and say, oh, he's number 1 in the division. And then he comes up to 130 and fights two dudes that's not even ranked in nobody's top 10, nobody's top 15. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get away with that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So you feel like the love is different, like they show them love in a different kind of way?
Yes, definitely. You know what I mean? With all the guys. But it's cool.
Shout out to
You know what I mean? They did the same thing to Floyd. They did the same thing to a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw Ring Magazine ranked you, I think, #1 in the division.
Yeah.
That gotta feel good, right? That gotta feel like validation.
Yeah.
Ray
Heck
Ford was
yeah.
#10 though, which I thought it was a little crazy. I think he a little bit. 10 was crazy. 10 was crazy.
Hey, but that's honest though. Like they looking at the competition.
Yeah.
They not looking at who he trained with, and he got some skills. So you looking at his. But he gotta fight somebody. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. You know what I mean?
Well, he got a tough fight coming up though. So if he could win this fight, Anthony Kakachi, I think that's a pretty good. That's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? So,
I respect that fight.
Yeah.
Now you know Ray Ford is fighting Abraham Nova because the Kakashi fight fell out. I think did he get sick or injured or something like that to that effect. So Ray Ford is fighting a former shock opponent in Abraham Nova.
Respect that fight.
What's up with y'all though? Like I like that actually, because the energy to me, and you know, obviously we got to get to the Shakur shit later. Hooker, I ain't like that from none of y'all, from both of y'all, but the energy with the Ray Ford stuff feels competitive. It don't feel like too far. It just feels like two guys that's competitive, and you know, I don't really like them. And I think that's cool. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like competitive energy.
Yeah, I guess. You know what I mean? I guess.
Nah, you don't agree?
I mean, he got to give me something that I want, like make me, because all the talking and all that's cool, but this why I say I respect Fulton, right? So when you want to do something, you do it. You press that button. He pressed the button and asked to fight me, and we made it happen.
Yeah.
Buddy knew he was going the other route. Come out here calling my name. We were just in Germany at the convention, right? Eddie Hearn get up there. He asked for him to be ranked not top 5. He didn't ask him to fight Eduardo to be my mandatory. None of that. He didn't even petition for that. You know what I mean? And then we hearing from the back end from my people, top rank. It's not
really. It's not real.
Yeah, it's just chatter. So it's like, you know what I mean? When it's real, then I'm gonna get at you. But I know the Shakur shit real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can get at you for real. So
yeah. So that now it's a reason to do that then.
Yeah, like I can go straight to him.
Is that a plan for you? Because I know you said that on Twitter where you're like, you know, I got the WBC, you the WBC, I could go up and be your mandatory and we could get it on. Like, is that something that you have in your mind already? Like, obviously you can't look past Cool Boy, but is that something in your mind you like, you know, that's something that's possible for me on the table?
Core.
That's the plan for me. We definitely not looking past Cool Boy. We gonna handle our business there. But after that, I'm trying to see either the winner of Lamar Roach and Tank, or I'm trying to press that button to get Shakur. Let's see what we doing. You know what I mean? We got to.
It's a lot of history that I don't listen, man.
I want to see it too.
I like smoke. Like, you know, I'm a nigga. I'm a hype shit up. I like smoke, but y'all went too far. Both of y'all, to me, feel like it just went left. And I'm like, yo, come on. Y'all niggas was cool before, though. That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like this, though. Look, I'm a street nigga. I came up from the streets. It's like this, bro. You can't do something with somebody and just be like, oh, I'm gonna say this. I kept it boxing the whole time. Like the whole situation, I kept it boxing. But he know he can't keep it boxing with me. He can do that with them other guys. And it sounds funny to y'all because y'all look at bro like some kind of cold ass second coming of Floyd. But everybody around him, he know in his mind what happened in the gym with me and him several times.
Hold up. But because you said that on Twitter too. But when you saying what happened in the gym, you just saying like belt the ass and sparring? Is that what
man,
you saying?
it was a time where why you think he moved to Houston? See, like, people don't even understand he wasn't staying in Houston. They was doing their camp somewhere else. He moved to Houston because he came that summer he was fighting, what's the guy in the bubble he fought? He stopped him with the body shot.
In the bubble?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
I think it was
I wasn't even in camp. I wasn't even in camp.
Was he at 26 at that? Or 30? He was at 30?
He was at 26, I think. He was still
I think you might be talking about Phyllis Caraballo.
He was a Hispanic guy.
I don't remember that one.
I think Ray Ford ended up fighting him later or something.
He stopped him with a body shot. It was a nice little.
I think I remember who you're talking about. I forget his name though.
So he came to see me before that, and literally, bro, we were sparring every day. I was going to the clubs. I was out there all night. His people know I was at some of their clubs, coming in sparring them 5 in the morning. 9 in the morning. I'm coming in 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Fast forward, bro, that heat got on his ass. So you know it's hot down here. That humidity get hot. It got belt to ass. he got ran out the gym, and this was a Friday.
Ran out the gym is crazy, Shock. I ain't gonna lie. Ran out the gym.
He ran out the ring. He didn't want no more. I guess it got too hot. I was putting it on him that day. The next day, no lie. And that's why he do like smoke. I can say that. But he just not being honest. That's why he gets so emotional when I talk. He not being honest. The next day, they were supposed to fly out. He called me like, hey, can we get another session in? You know
he want his lick back. Like,
he trying to get it back. And like, even when his people come in, they laughing, joking about it. They like, man, you put it on. He couldn't sleep, you know what I mean? And it's like, it was just funny. Like, I didn't take it no way, but I knew he was going to try to come with pressure. He did. He tried. He had K on the FaceTime because I guess he couldn't be there in person while we sparring. First 4 rounds, it went the same way, tit for tat, and then it went back to the same, you know what I mean, the same old, you know what I mean?
So you don't feel like that's not a fight that you look at like, because like you said, a lot of people hold Shakur high. I'm one of those people. I think his skill set is like, you know, he got a special set of skills that I don't see a lot of people have. But you like, I'm going to go up there and do it to him. Like, that ain't really, you know.
I mean, because I haven't showed it, but I raise whoever I'm in the ring with, that's where I raise it to, you know what I mean? So if I'm in the ring with him or whoever, you know what I mean, that's when you're going to see the best out of me. And they know that. He done already said that plenty of times, you know what I mean, before the altercations between me and him, you know what I mean? That was what he was coming out saying, I'm the one. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but he a talented fighter, but I do want to. We gotta.
Listen, I like that fight, man. I'm all for it, and I'm gonna hype it up when it's time. I'm gonna be on my bullshit, talking crazy. But I just don't want to see no out the ring, no personals. I don't like that. Boxer fans, I feel like we don't want to see that, man. We just want to see y'all get it on in the ring, and that's it. Man.
I try to keep. This is what I try to do with boxing, cause
I respect Shot.
Before I came back to boxing, I was
gotta like Shot
streets and stuff, and I
said he ran youngin out the gym.
Stuff going on. What I try not to do is mix that with boxing. I try to keep everything boxing, because you know what I mean. Like I done faced the jail time and all that, so that's easy to get into, hard to get out. So I ain't worried about that part. I try to keep it boxing, but these guys gotta understand.
And I say that to not just you. I say that to him too. That's you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know, street shit is broke nigga sports. You know what I'm saying? That's like niggas got money, niggas got it's too much going on.
Boys made it out.
I like Shock approach, man. He ain't trying to keep it on no personal shit, but he feel like that they got history and the fact that he was talking the way he was talking, that he want to fight him inside the ring. It ain't like he talking about fighting him outside the ring. He talking about fighting him within the, you know, the square circle. So
no reason to go back.
Okay.
I was Baby Deuce saying what's up to y'all.
Sugar Nunez. Everybody said he's the boogeyman of the division. That's what people saying. Streets is saying niggas don't want to see Sugar Nunez.
Real quick, he says there, triangle theory with Conceição. Look, just real quick, just to speak on this, I try not to keep it paused too long, let it play through. You know, I know some people that know some things, man. As far as what Shock was speaking on, he probably, I ain't gonna say probably, he had some sessions where he got the better of the work. You know what I'm saying? Or he probably got it all, but the sparring sessions, I don't think they hold any merit on what kind of fighters they are today, because they both grown since then. I think they have to know that, you know. He got a few years on court, so you got to think court 28 now. He got him by what 4 years or something like that. You talking about a teenager when he talking about the sparring sessions, and I hear it's more to it than what he's releasing, but he's speaking on his success that he had, and he ain't sitting up lying. You know, you heard what he said. He keeping it about. Core wanted that shit back. He wanted to get back in there. He wanted that smoke. He ain't back down. that just tell you what kind of fighter he is, man. And Shock talented as hell. Shock always been nice. You know what I'm saying? He still is. So I wouldn't mind seeing that fight because I guarantee you, if they fight, they'll put they'll bury whatever hatchet, whatever little issue that they had, that shit get put to bed. When you share the ring and you get it in blood and you earn each other's respect, that shit'll all fall by the wayside, man. Because I'm with Najee. I don't want to see him go back and forth on a personal level because I respect and support both guys. Yeah, I know. Listen, Shakur, my guy, as far as them as in a professional fight, I don't like the triangle theory much. I try not to do it, but I see the common opponent in Pacquiao. Shock fought him twice. One of the times it felt like they robbed Shock, even though it was close, but they took it from him. Shakur fought him. I was at that fight when he fought Pacquiao at the Prudential. Man, he beat his ass. Like, it wasn't even close. So, and I just think what Shakur has shown consistently as a professional is to perform at a high level. He don't really have a lot of up and down performances. That's why when he had the bad off night against, Edwin De Los Santos, people just went crazy over it, right? But he typically don't have those type of nights, and his fights don't be close. And what he's shown me, he's been able to do it at a higher, more consistent level, in my opinion. And I think I got him winning that fight. I just think the way they fight is they got some similarities there. There's some things they can do. They got some history, so they know each other. We see how Roach and Tank played out, so maybe it won't be a wash or a walk away the way some of core fights been, but I definitely got him winning the fight convincingly if Dave's the fight. That's just me. You know what I mean? Let's keep
That's what they say it though. I know you heard that before.
I heard that, and it was kind of funny because we was in Cancun when I fought Eduardo, and Eddie said this right in our face, and he knew.
And no funny shit. Like, look, there's a chance that the fact that they're familiar with each other could have a significant impact on the outcome of the fight. But like you can't go life and death with Rocky Hernandez and beat Shakur, in my opinion. It's just styles make fights, and I know that'd be one of those things, but just certain guys that you allow to hang around too close with you that I think Shakur would completely thoroughly outclass. You know what I mean? That's just my thoughts. I've seen it with Pacquiao. I mean, just everybody that's there listening, imagine him fighting Rocky Hernandez. How many rounds you got him winning against Core? So I just think Shakur has demonstrated a more consistent level under the lights. I can't account for all these sparring sessions, but I know it wasn't all one way in favor of Shock. I'll say that. But it definitely wasn't one way favor of Shakur from what I understand directly from people that know. So
before we signed to fight Eduardo, we were supposed to fight Nunes. He offered us Nunes, bro.
Eddie offered you Nunes before?
When I was a free agent before the Eduardo fight.
Shock is a beast.
Nunes was on the table. It would have been right here in Houston. You know what I mean? We had a little deal that we was trying to do with Matchroom. They said no, Nunes for the title. So I don't know where this boogeyman stuff come from.
Damn, I didn't know that.
They said no, bro. Literally said no, bro.
Is that a fight that you want now? Like at this point in your career, or you kind of like
Nunes is nice, man.
I got other plans.
I like to see him and Ford, him and Shock, any of them dudes.
I mean, if I can't get the other two fights that I just said, any one of the unifications would work for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. I think your promoter journey's been interesting too, man, because I feel like you kind of came up in an era where it was like, it wasn't no big promoter at first. Like you had a hard road coming in, it felt like. What would you tell, what could you tell your old self now? Like if you was like, all right, all the knowledge and everything that you had, if you had to tell yourself something back then, like what kind of advice could you give the old Shock that was coming in?
They said I was kind of nice though. Like his loud ass lime green outfits remind me of my little custom 05 Madden chain. Nah, Pacquiao can fight, but Shock is better than that. And having those type of razor thin, like it's style, like no, there's no like that. I hate the triangle theory. It's not that. It's just the way he performed against Pacquiao. That shit is night and day. Core was really putting it on them round after round. Like they was about to stop it several rounds in a row, but Pacquiao fought through it. Core ain't the biggest puncher. He fought through that shit, but Shock is a beast, man. I think they being familiar with each other would have an impact, but I still got Core winning, like I said, in a good fight, competitive fight.
Stay patient. Stay patient. I wasn't patient at all, bro. And like not too focused coming out of the amateurs. Like my going into the Olympic trials, I didn't even train. I still was the alternate, like the Olympic alternate.
Hold on, what you mean you ain't trained? You wasn't.
Bro, I went to Chicago and I was training with Kenny Sims.
Oh, okay.
We was
So
training,
Kenny.
we was going hard, and then I had this little situation that happened. Something happened with either way I had to come back, and I went straight back to the hood, and I just went to the trials and I went to the finals, you know what I mean? So like, if I look back, just being patient and staying focused, bro, like that.
I think, you know, the streets is a part of your story, right? Like,
Yeah,
and I
for
think
sure.
that, you know, there's a lot of people that watch this show that, you know, might still be in the streets.
Oshaquie
You know,
Foster
figure out how
is
to
a
get out.
success story,
What was your
in my opinion.
moment that you kind of realized, like,
I've been in
bro,
jail,
I gotta really chill.
bounced back,
the
took
streets,
losses
you know,
early,
because you know,
bounced
like,
back,
what was the moment
became
for
the
you
world
that
champion,
that
got robbed,
realization happened?
bounced back. Gotta love this
Man,
dude's story, bro. Got to.
man, I think it was
That's why
God
I'm
because a
always
lot of stuff
support him. I don't
happened.
care
Well, I know
who
it's
he
God
said
because
he
a
ran
lot of
out the
stuff,
jail.
like
Yeah,
all of it
Shakur, my
happened at
guy.
once.
I wasn't there,
Like
you know.
once that
That's his
situation
truth. But
happened with me and dude, and
fight
I went to
today
jail.
between them two would
My
be
little
like,
homie
it'd
did
be
some
really
other
good in my
stuff
opinion. But I
that
got
brought some
caught.
heat
Like
on
they
us.
say.
And this was the thing. This why I stopped hanging around people, cause I had a partner that went and did something, and he was staying with me so that everybody thought I did it too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that he came that way, and I just had to rock out because I couldn't be like,
you're not gonna, it was him.
you know what I mean? So I just
sure.
had to rock out, and it left me vulnerable, you know what I mean, to the whole thing. And once all the dust settled and the beef settled and all that happened, it just was like, I went back to jail after that, and I was just thinking, you feel me, like, if I get out, let me. I'm getting away from these flunkies. Any bad energy I feel, I'm a ease away from that. You know what I mean? If I don't know you, I'm not really gonna come too much around you until like you could come over here, but I ain't coming up because I don't know what you got going. You know what I mean? I done been at people's
I
house.
respect
Let man
that.
come hit up.
You
get
could
hit
tell
up.
he
You know what
been
I
through
mean?
some
Like
shit by the way he said that.
right
Not
before the
hanging with people.
Ray Vargas fight.
He ain't
You know what I
beat.
mean? I'm standing in front of my grandma's house. Dude pull up.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if it jammed or not, but he was trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boom.
That's
you know what I mean?
crazy.
So I just try to minimize them situations. I was like, man, I'm cool on everybody. I'll just be with my family, gym. That's it. You know what I mean?
I love that. I mean, do you feel like
My guy that was just up here, Lance, behind the hands TV, he knows shot. And that's exactly what he say. He down to earth, cool as hell, he chill, stay to himself. I don't like no jock riding type fake energy. He's just a real dude. You could tell by this interview. Hey, real.
once you actually committed to the boxing all the way that it changed, you know, I guess your trajectory or everything that you was doing?
Yeah, for sure. I think that and when I really started like talking to God. Cause I started like even when I started the back just boxing tough 2020, 2018, I was still kind of battling shit, you know what I mean? But once I got to, you know what I mean, really searching for God, that's when it came to me, you know what I mean, for real.
I like that. Talk to me about the, like, all right, when you in jail, you inside, you can already fight. Like, you're already a boxer at this point.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know from, well, I can't say experience, because I did 24 hours one day, and I was like, hell no, I'm never coming back. This shit sucks. I'm never coming back here. That was the end of that for me. But, you know, I got a lot of friends who, unfortunately, you know, had to visit the penitentiary. But, you know, that's a place with problems. You don't got to start them for them to come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So was people trying you on some, like, oh, this little boxer over here? Or was it like, niggas ain't really want to fuck with you because they like, all right, we know he got hands?
Man, I always carry myself like you know what I mean, like I'm bigger than what I am. So they don't just be stepping to me like that. But I had one dude, man, he thought I pinned, we wasn't even betting nothing, like we wasn't gambling or nothing, but we was
It's
on
always one, y'all.
and he thought I pin whipped him for 10 points. This dude had smoke for me ever since.
Damn.
Like, and it's a black dude, so you know, in jail it's like it's kind of segregated. You know what I mean? It's real segregated. So you really don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Buddy was on me though, like not like pressing me or nothing, but like just like steady, just picking, talking, and my Kiefer just kept telling me like, man, just let him make it, bro. Like you don't want to get in no, they didn't want me to get something to the hole or nothing. So then the Harvey came, the hurricane hit, woo-de-woo, and Buddy got mad, jumped off that porch. Well, first he got up to it with my little homie, and he like, I don't want to fight you, I want to fight him. Like pointed
it was
straight
like a
to
progression.
me.
He was ready to just
he
took
greased
steps
up,
to-
all that, greased up. Like he pacing back and forth. He like, I don't want to fight you, I want to fight him. Cause my little homie was like 18, 19. So he called me out. Man, I ended up knocking him out bad. Like, but in the whole, like when you're in the, so when I was going, you go to the blocks, so there's no security guards in there, like nobody in the 12-man cell, just brick walls. So they come every
so
other
y'all can
hour.
just get it-
Yeah,
y'all
you
can
get it
just-
down, and they just like as soon as I knocked them out,
Yeah,
they picked
boy,
them
me
up,
too.
put them
I
on his
think
bed,
that
and you know what
I
I
think
mean?
you could
Everybody
expect
act
to
like
see
it was
they
cool.
fighters spread out a bit on
Was he
different
good after
cards
that, or
until
was
they
like,
find a,
you know, some people don't
another
like
home.
taking no L's, man. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't too worried about him because you know what I mean. I had some protection in that hug, but he stayed in his bunk. I guess he was embarrassed. He stayed in his bunk the whole time. And when I was leaving out, so I left out like a couple of days later, and I had made like $100 stove. And I left some for my little homie, most of it to my little homie, and he was like the only other black dude in that month, so I gave him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
so,
real, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still gave him some, and then I, you know what I mean, bounced.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Tell me just, I guess you from Orange, Texas, right? What's it like in Orange, man? Like, what made shock? Cause you know, I'm from New York, man. I'm a big city, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it, like Orange, Texas?
I'd say it's different than New York. Nah, it's, man, but I can say this, when it comes to the streets and certain parts of it, it's not too different. You know what I mean? It's not too different. Y'all's got just a lot more people and a lot more in a certain area, but ours is like, I don't know, man. I came up, my city, Navy Park, that's where I'm from. Rough, tough, you had to be lit. It was, you know, Crips, Bloods, that's what we is on, you know what I mean? My pops is on my peoples is on the, you know, the Crip side, and it was just a whole lot of banging like that, you know what I mean, coming up. So it was, you know.
What advice could you give to anybody trying to avoid those traps, right? Like, I'm born in this, but, you know, it's a lot going on. What can, you know, you survived that. What advice can you give to the young people that are watching this to, you know, be able to overcome that situation?
Man, I say, because boxing helped me out, like a sport, you know what I mean? There's some good people around you, because, man, I ain't gonna lie, I done seen people get led into, you know what I mean, straight to jail, you feel me? So it ain't nothing good in it. I'll just say, man, find you something that you like, find you something that can get you away, and try to push for it as hard as you can, because, you know, them peer pressures and all that stuff, it look good and it seem fun when you're hearing about it, but that shit ain't nothing.
Yeah, okay. What do you...
Shout out to my homie Big Dre, man, that Cash App supporting. Gotta run the clips for my dog.
What? This not funny. How am I supposed to get home? Hold on. Sit down. Hold on. Here.
$2.
Take the train.
And shout out to Big Dre to getting back on the Cash
I got five on it.
Appreciate you, Dre. My guy, Big Drop Dre. Much love, Brody. I'll make sure you hit the like button. We're going to get through the rest of this interview, and we're going to wrap up shortly, y'all. Wow. Oh, let me get it back. My bad. Like the end. I think it's like 10 more minutes of this. But shout out to my guy Najee, man. Cigar Talk. He always do good interviews, man. Always. Always, you know, you get to fight, you could tell the fighter's always comfortable, which is a skill, man, in and of itself. His interviews always fluid. Like my guy behind the hands, another one, man. A master at that fluidity, man. He get in an interview and just go. Yeah, hit the like, man. Let's keep going, man. We got like 10 more minutes of this interview from this.
Yo, what's going on? What do you want to do from here, right? Like, obviously, like I said, we got a big fight. You said, you know, either the core fight or the winner of Tank Roach. But what's your goal, your pathway? You know what I'm saying? Because you have a name, but I know I think I heard you saying it might have been a Ring Magazine interview I read where you was like, you know, I'm trying to be a household name, like not a boxing name. I want people to know. What you think your pathway is to that?
I think that's where it starts. That's why I say this is my most important fight. I think that's where it starts. That's why.
I like Oshaquie attitude, man, and his energy. You could tell he genuine and he been through shit. You could tell. You could tell just by listening to this
telling
interview.
how many eyes, you know, it's the rematch. For
sure.
Rematches
Everybody
always go
watching
crazy.
The whole
you know
hood
what I mean?
watch, everybody watching.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. I feel like this the one, and I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm preparing like it is.
You think there's a situation you could stop Cool Boy?
Most definitely.
Oh, for sure. Like,
I mean, most definitely. If the opportunity presents itself, it will happen. You know what I mean? But
I'm saying is you gonna go for it. Like, all right, like put it like this: when you fought Rocky Hernandez, I think his last name, the Rocky dude.
Hey, 2 cents. You might be a little too observant, bro. You caught that? You caught that, huh, bro?
And you was boxing, and then I don't know. There was that last round or 11. I forget which round it was. Yeah. But you went for it. You was like, "That's it. I'm going for it." Is there a situation that you could see yourself like, "All right, I'm going for it on this dude," or it's just like, "I'm gonna just box and see what happens"?
Man, you know, just box, see what happens. Yeah. But I kind of go into every fight trying to knock him out. The only fight I didn't do that was the first Conceição fight. Yeah. And I paid for it. Even though I won.
I thought you got robbed on that card.
That's the only fight I just was like, all right, I'll take a unanimous decision. You know what I mean?
But why? What was it about that one that you wanted to do that?
Just having tough fights back to back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was just like, let me get some
That's smart, man.
Sure. You definitely be
felt like he wanted to switch it up and rely on the boxing instead of going out there having another tough fight. And I think he did a hell of a job doing that. I just don't think he got the credit he deserved for his performance.
Because I ain't gonna lie, that Rocky fight was, I always was like, I respected your skills. But that was the first time I was like, nah, this nigga's a dog. That was dog, because you was gonna get robbed on that card too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They was gonna rob
you. For sure, they was trying to do everything they could. That shit was fun.
Yeah, that Rocky Hernandez knockout was great though.
Which fight was your your magnum opus? Like this fight was my. If you never heard of Shock, you need to go watch this one. What fight is that for you?
Yeah, he had.
Fight.
The Rocky.
And it's just those close calls, 2 cents, why I can't put him over Core. Close calls, the people that he lost to, like respectfully, what Shakur does and how consistent he is, he don't lose to none of those guys or even have close fights. And I think most people would agree to that, but that don't change the fact that they got history and you can't ignore it. We just seen Lamont Rope and Tank Davis and what knowing each other could look like sometimes. So I won't never discredit that. I was shocked, a top fighter, champion for a reason. He a top guy despite his ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? He still find his way in the mix. And you gotta respect it.
Yeah, that fight.
Yeah, that was different. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. All right, man. Lastly, if we talking to Tank Roach, I was hoping Roach was gonna be an opponent for you. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely hoping that because I was two of the best guys in one. I don't say was two of the best guys at 130.
Yeah.
I heard Roach saying he might move up or whatever the case is, so we don't know if we're gonna get it. But how you see that fight now? Like obviously you think you're gonna win, but if you were able to get the fight with Lamont Roach at this point, like, do you think it's the same as when y'all was kind of popping off before, a couple years back?
Yeah, I just think the fight will be bigger now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I think he's the same fighter.
Nothing changed really.
Nah, not really.
Was you impressed with his outing with Tank in the first fight?
Yeah, I was impressed with, yeah, for sure. But I can't say this. I don't think that was the same Tank. Like, I don't think that was like the 100% Tank.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, Roach got options, bro.
But he could just have his number because, like, he sit on, like, the way Lamont fight, he sit on you. Like, he sit there,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He try to pick and catch and whoop-de-whoop.
So and he got a tight guard, so it's not that much to really try to pick from. You know
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He trying to pick.
Yeah, for
you know what I mean? He trying to keep the tight guard and pick. And it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like Tank ain't really, you think he fought like he usually?
Kind of. I think, you know, and I don't want to say that because everybody, I don't know if you saw Tank got mad at me the other day, he posted me on Twitter and everybody went crazy. So they be trying to say,
fuck yeah,
he like, fuck you, and all that, you know what I'm saying? So now they think I'm biased against Tank. I'm not biased against him, you know what I'm saying? But my boxing brain, I really think that, I don't know if it was a different Tank. I just think that Lamont didn't give him the openings that he's usually able to get. And a guy like Lamont, because like you say, he's trying to catch and his guard is so tight, you got to force him to make mistakes to get the openings that you're looking for. And I feel like the times that Tank tried to force it and he hit him and Lamont caught him with some shit back. And it was like, I don't think it's that easy, you know what I'm saying? So I think to me, the style, I think Tank is a better fighter when he's able to catch you making mistakes. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah. Tank capitalizes off mistakes. He's a damn, you know, a beast at setting traps and making you, you know what I mean? You make that mistake and that's your ass. And that's what I kept saying. That element was missing from the fight with Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach didn't make the kind of mistakes that most Tank opponents make that typically get them ended in a fight. He refused to make that kind of mistake. He was really on point. Both guys did a really good job at limiting really big mistakes. Both of them. That's why we got that kind of fight.
As opposed to just going forward to go get it. I think he could do that. I'm not saying he can't do that. I just think he's better at getting you to make a mistake and making you pay.
Hey, bro, I'm not a Tank stand in here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna be on you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know they're gonna get on
Nah, it's just not to take nothing away from Lamont. I just know it's kind of different when you go from a trainer to a different trainer. Like going from Calvin to
Barry.
Barry, you know what I mean? And I know Barry and them, but you know, sometimes it just be different. Calvin grew up with him, you might know certain things.
For sure.
Know how, you know, Calvin get in there and be, you know what I mean? Know how to talk to him, he talk that talk. So.
You know how to talk to him.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's gonna be a good whatever happens.
What you think about this Canelo Crawford, man? That's one of the best fights of the year, super fight. Everybody talking about it. Break it down for me.
I got Crawford. I think he do got to watch out for certain things, certain punches that Madrov, what's his name?
Madrimov.
Madrimov hit him with, but I think overall activity, ring movement, IQ, I think he got him. I think when it's time for him to fight a little bit, I think when he fight, I think Canelo don't like when people fight back. You know what I mean? He starts pulling and then he starts shining. But that's who I got. I got Crawford. I think he'll pull it off.
Okay. I ain't mad at that pick. All right, lastly, let me ask you about this tweet that you said. You said, I've been cracking shit. Everybody that's been in the ring with me since 2020, I've either stopped or hurt bad. 3 people out of my last 6 fights, I dropped in the 12th. My skills just come first.
Yeah.
You feel like your power's underrated? Like people not respecting the power part?
Yeah. I feel like they be talking like anybody just can get in the ring with me, you know what I mean? And that's why I take like fights like this and I take it to the max, like, cause I am cracking shit, you know what I mean? Like
That's true too, Reed.
if they look at the fights, everybody
Mont just didn't leave those openings and he didn't leave himself vulnerable how Tank opponents do at some point. They make that mistake and Tank press that button and be over.
You know what I mean? And the list go on to I can't remember the last person I ain't hurt when I fought him. Like, you know what I mean? Even Ray, like I boxed his head off, but I hurt him bad a couple times with the right hands. You know what I mean? But I just think it's underrated. But
Underrated.
it's cool.
I like that you got a chip on your shoulder though. It's like, you know, you wearing the chip like y'all niggas, all right, y'all gonna see.
Yeah, I got to keep it on there. They be talking too tough. They like to click up, do all that weird shit.
Yo, listen, Shaq, this is the fight, man. If you want the respect, you want everybody to, you gotta beat up Cool Boy. That's the only, that's what it's gonna take.
I beat up Cool Boy.
It's coming. I can't wait. I swear I can't wait.
Do you train differently? Because we know, like we said, this is the magnitude of the fight. Do you train differently? Do you do anything differently, or like, nah, same program?
I mean, I brought a couple of different, you know what I mean?
Couple extra, little extra something?
Yeah, little something to the thing. But overall, you know what I mean? I'm back to fully being healthy, so I'm just back having fun and not trying to compensate and fight around injuries, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, how much longer do you have at 130 before you feel like you gotta go up to 35?
I think I just want to go up, like I want to
like
go
not you
up.
need to?
Like I don't have to, like I can make the weight, you know what I mean? But I want to go to 35, I want to go to 40, I want to see what them guys, you know what I mean, rocking with.
Yeah.
That's where the money is.
Shaq said I
A
want to
lot
see
of big money names.
Hold on, 42? You said 40?
Yeah, for sure.
You make 40?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
40 is crazy. I didn't expect that.
I mean, it's funny because we spar these guys 47.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it be work.
I'm just saying, niggas cracking up there at 40, 47.
I be cracking. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas
Look,
cracking
you
up
know
there.
what's
Brian
funny,
Norman
bro?
Jr. cracking
You know
up
what's
there.
funny? Bro, I swear to you, I be knocking out more guys at 140 and 147 than I do. I guess because I really don't be trying to knock the little
30s
guys out. When I really be sparring them big, man, when I really trying to put that, I be really putting them down and really cracking them, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, but we'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, yo, listen, man, Shaq, I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Yeah, sure.
Super dope episode of Cigar Talk. I hope y'all appreciated this one. We out of here.
Shout out to my guy Najee, man. Always great work, man. Shout out to Shock, man. Can't wait to see him get in there and do his thing. You know. It's crazy that y'all really be convinced that these grown men be scared to fight each other. But since you brought up Boots, I did have that video that I meant to play. You know what I'm saying? What about Champy? What about the Boychuk fight? What about the fact that he tried to fight Boychuk? What about that? That don't count? That no count? That no count? Let me know, eh? That no count? Okay, Dan Rafael was going in.
Subscribe to all Dan's stuff too. Link will be on Twitter as well on the socials when a clip goes out. Dan, how's things over there? Change of scenery for me. I'm sat outside for a change, but you know the weather's been good for us for once.
Well, when people watch your videos, they see your subject, so they see me, but they don't get a chance to see you. You don't do the split screen, so they don't see you sitting outside on what looks like the rare, beautiful British weather day.
Very rare, so I thought I'd enjoy it for a change. Look, how's things with you anyway? A lot of news circling and things coming out all the time, but how's things across there?
Retired
Dead of summer, man. In terms of boxing, it's not a lot going on right now. You know that. I mean, I think everybody that follows the sport, there's a few fights here and there, but I think a lot of folks are just sort of who are into it. You know, they look ahead for in a few weeks to the Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford fight and all the activities that will go on around that, and then you know some other more activity as the fall progresses.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a little bit of a lull, but there always seems to be like when boxing's on, it's on, and it's normally one after the other, fights on the same night, and then there's this period where it's like, what's going on? But I want to start off on yesterday, a fight that got announced. I saw obviously there was a few bits of back and forth on Twitter, and you've commented on it. Jaron Boots Ennis, 154 pounds, fighting Lima in another sort of title eliminator for the WBA. That's correct. I sort of gauged your comments to the fight. It came a bit out of nowhere that I thought that there was going to be, he'd either wait for Virgil Ortiz or for whatever's going on with Virgil, but
What's your just overall takeaway from this fight that's been put on?
Terrible. You have a guy that has been, and I'm a big Boots fan. That's one of the reasons I'm so irritated by it, because he's such a good talent and he's very enjoyable to watch. He's got a friendly demeanor about him. I mean, there's nothing to dislike about him on a personal level and in terms of the way that he boxes. But he or his team are doing him a disservice by matching him with a fighter who may not, have a reputation to be well known. Doesn't mean he's no good, but it's just not interesting to the public, in my opinion. Sometimes the organizations order the eliminator, and others they get canvas to make the eliminator, to order the eliminator, to allow the eliminator. And while I don't know 100%, it strikes me that there was some goings on with Team Ennis to seek out an eliminator, to have an organization, asked to do that. They've asked to do that. So maybe that's what happened. But either way, Boots has got the name recognition and the talent level that he can get a title fight or an elimination fight or a good name without having to go down the eliminator route. So that's the reason. So it feels like it's just sort of like they're looking for cover. Well, we're doing an eliminator. Yeah, well, you didn't really need the eliminator. You can get the title shot anyway. So that's one thing.
Jesus Ramos did that to himself. He took his foot off the gas, and Lubin kept boxing consistently and stayed at a good pace throughout the fight and got the win.
And the opponent has no real particular accomplishment. They're taking him back home to Philadelphia, to the Wells Fargo Center, where he has fought to good crowds in the past. But at some point, man, Matt, you're gonna wear out your welcome if you keep bringing in these lesser type of opponents.
What should he have done in your opinion? Who are the pivots that he could have got straight away? Everyone's talking about Virgil Ortiz and that fight potentially going on, we say early next year. But what's the better alternative for him to fight? And
you can look down the WBC ratings or any of the top ratings, and the 154-pound weight class is probably one of the best weight divisions in the.
Shout out to Stanley. That's not true at all. Demoted to pro box is crazy. Lubin in talks of fighting Baccarat Mortazali, bro. Lubin ain't demoted. Ain't nothing wrong with Lubin. You know what I'm saying? Pro box is just another platform, bro. You see things shaking up with the PBC. You shouldn't be surprised to see a guy that was associated with them fight on pro box. If you know. So that's not a diss on fighting on pro box.
There's no reason why you can't just go start making cold calls to their promoters and their people. And I guarantee you're going to come up with somebody willing to fight for the money that's better and more recognizable than Lima. So I just find that whole thing farcical when they start screaming about, well, it's an eliminator and it's this and that. There's not a single person on the planet Earth, except maybe Lima's family, that really wanted this fight. Nobody is interested in this fight. And the reason why it was so irritating is because it came on a day where the UFC announced this gargantuan $7.7 billion deal with Paramount to end all pay-per-view and bring all their activity to on our country, the national network, CBS. It's like the equivalent of going on, ITV or Channel 5 or BBC, like over the air, free, as well as Paramount Plus. I mean, there are a number of.
You just guessing and projecting, man. I don't think you really in the know with the situation because you wouldn't be talking like
the main CBS.
When has Lubin ever done
on
that?
Paramount Plus.
When Lubin pull out of any fight? When he ever price himself out or say he ain't got enough money? See how you just saying shit? You just saying shit. What makes you think he don't want to fight him when he's saying directly to him he'll fight him? That's that silly fan energy, bro. He talking to the man directly. Even Baccarat said, yo, nobody want to put on our fight. Even Baccarat know he'll fight. But you sitting there saying he gonna pull out and all. That's weird, bro.
One of the streaming services. And so I juxtapose that where you have a super talent like Ennis just against a nobody. And it's unnecessary. He's coming off the biggest win of his career against Danny Onis. Well,
for you to have a claim like that, you should have at least one situation where Lubin has pulled out of a fight or priced himself out because of not enough money. He's never fucking done that. As a matter of fact, the dude be with the smoke. How you think he got losses? The dude fought Charlo when he was 21. What the hell you talking about? You got Lubin misconstrued with somebody else. That's why I say the fans are the worst, yo. Y'all the real suckers, man. Y'all be putting these scary jackets and labels on these fighters that always been with the smoke. He went in there and fought Fundora. He didn't stop himself. They pulled him out the fight. He was gonna keep fighting. I don't think you got the wrong guy, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet money. If Charlo didn't catch him early, that fight would have went totally different.
Vacation fight, and I'm not going to downplay
really
his
fight, bro.
victory in that fight, but the people that were like, "Oh, he has, he can take a tune-up fight. He's moving up to a weight class."
Never seen him do
like number one,
doing.
it's not like Stanionis was anywhere even sniffing the pound-for-pound list. Number one,
like
so yeah, he had a belt, but he kind of backed into it because, like most WBA champions, he was elevated, because of the super nonsense and regular nonsense. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, you know what? When you fight twice a year, fuck tune-ups. If it's one thing if you're going to be active.
Man, dang, Percy said
a number of years ago, and guys would fight 4, 5, 6 times a year. You want to slide in, that type of fight, by all means, do.
Who is Ramos signed to, bro? Is Ramos a PBC fighter? And based on what you said, didn't somebody say he fighting on? That's why he got demoted on Pro Box. So you telling me the PBC going to sacrifice their fighter to a Pro Box fighter? Make it make sense, bro. At this point, you being a distraction. Let me tune you out. Let's go, Dan. Dan said,
"Do your thing and stay active." I think about this is just one example. I mean, it's a long time ago. I think about Oscar De La Hoya's very famous campaign in like 1999, I want to say it was, where he fought.
The problem with boxing is it don't matter what the majority think. It matters what the judges think. And what the judges saw, they saw Lubin for the win.
Or whatever it was. He fought like 5 times
really to argue
in the calendar year, and he had some super fights in there. And then his so-called like
I don't know why
fights,
y'all be so in a rush to try to like make fighters like trash. What's wrong with y'all as boxing fans? Lubin really a talented dude. He lost to top guys, Fundora, Charlo. What we talking about? Charlo was a fucking undisputed champion. Fundora's a unified champion. What are we doing? That's crazy work, man. Losing should be part of the game, man, because it is. Losing part of boxing since they made it, bro. Ramos lost.
And now you guys, these guys, they fight twice a year, and they think, well, I can just do a tune-up fight. Your whole career's a tune-up if you're only fighting twice a year.
I was going to say, would he be forgiven if, for instance, he'd say already had, I don't know, 2 or 3 fights already under his belt? He takes this and then has one,
absolutely
bang in January. He would have been forgiven for that then.
It's not about forgiveness. It's
more understanding. Sorry,
100%. I mean, you did the fight against Stanionis. You had some momentum after that victory, and now you come back however many months later and against an opponent that is as obscure as can be. And once again, I'm not even saying that the opponent's no good, but there's nothing in the resume that would tell you that this is a formidable.
Yeah, but see, the problem, Dan, you're not mentioning the other guys that said no to the money. I don't know if you mentioned it.
It just feels so cynical.
But you're not mentioning it. You can't have this conversation
now, Ortiz.
All right, man. Enough. Shout out to Dan Rafael, man. He know his shit for sure. But I ain't really. I pretty much got the gist of what he was gonna say. You another guy complaining about the fight, not putting into account or taking into account that all these other guys asked for career high paydays and went on record for saying the money ain't enough. And Lima said yes. So at the end of the day, them getting them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, Dave. Exactly. So lastly, man, shout out to my guy YSM and Coach Rel. He had gave his opinion on, this Terrence Crawford shit that been going on lately and the fake outrage, man. I think he had to call some folks out.
Being put out, kind of accusing Terrence Crawford of PEDs because of his association with Victor Conte. And for me, it seems like he's getting the most attention for PEDs, but the person he's fighting has tested positive, and whole team has practically tested positive. So do you feel like that's fair that a guy that's never tested positive in 40 fights
I'll pull it back up. I got you,
negative attention?
This is short. I'll pull it back up, though.
Fair. It's hate, for sure. And you know the motherfucking that bald head, old ass reporter, dumbass nigga. What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Who you talking about?
The boy. Banan.
Oh, Fanon, okay.
Banan, dumbass. You know the old dumb reporter Banan, he pick and chooses who he want. he a PBC dick eater. Whatever PBC do, he's not a fair reporter, shit I say. You know what I'm saying? He like who he like and he pick who he pick. And that's cool. But you can't slander nobody's name like that. It'll be crazy if Terrence Crawford see him and put him to sleep. Or not, maybe say not Terrence Crawford, somebody from his team. You know what I'm saying? Because now we going to see Terrence Crawford hit me and try to sue for all his money, but he's a bitch ass over there.
Damn.
He need to be shut down, banana.
Now, with Crawford goes, right? Yes, it seems like an impossible jump, but everybody's looking at his
Shout out
physique
to the
and not
OG,
understand.
man. Look, I don't rock with no steroid accusations towards Terrence Crawford. It's not personal to nobody or with nobody, but for me, shout out to the OG, man. Shout out to the OG for now, man. I always say, man, you respect me, I'm gonna always give it back. But I ain't been rocking with nobody that's pushing that steroid shit on Crawford. That's just me.
Understanding how big he actually walks around at. It just seemed like he's not cutting weight as of right now. He's putting on muscle in preparation to the weight cut.
And he was a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He grew up as a wrestler. His kids wrestle. Look at his kids' physique. You know what I'm saying?
They're little young boy strong.
You can imagine how his physique was as a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Now he had to transition into boxing where he can't be
we wrapping up, man.
He
We
want
in
to
the
be
final.
more elusive.
We in the ninth inning, y'all. This is second stream. We almost got, I think, 7 hours of streaming today. Make sure you hit that like button.
More slick.
Support the
So
grind.
he cut down the weight. Now he picking back up the weight because he on his way out and he fighting a bigger guy. So he building muscle.
All right, let
It's
me
not
get
hard.
this back up. Let me turn this back because Pink said he was about to talk about
Physiques are
Ortiz.
like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but not just a big eater, man. He's just a big eater.
Shout out to my homie YSN. He said, "Just do really want to fight." Oh, he want that fade. Reed. How much on the line, man?
The resume that would tell you that this is a formidable opponent. It just feels so cynical. Now, you asked about Virgil Ortiz. Now, Ortiz and Ennis, if you heard Oscar De La Hoya speaking during an interview on DAZN during his card that was recently between, we did the card up in Chicago with Duarte and Kenneth Sims. He talked about wanting to make that fight and hope they could do it in the early part of next year. So what they're endeavoring to do, it's my understanding, is Boots is going to have this fight against Lima that will take place October 11th. Sometime probably in October, perhaps November, you'll see Virgil Ortiz back in the ring against hopefully a reputable opponent. I know they're talking about like a Keith Thurman, that type of thing, which is certainly a lot better than Lima.
That's fair enough. Keith
now,
Thurman.
and if both of the guys are the winners of their fights, then they hope to make that match for the first quarter of the first part of next year. And that's
So what's the problem? What is the problem? What is the problem? I can see if they wasn't working towards trying to make this fight. He said it himself. What difference do it make if they take fights in between fighting each other next?
obviously a very major
Really
fight in the
matter
154-pound weight class. But when you know that, when you don't know that that's done, it makes the so-called tune-up a lot less appetizing. I'll give you an example. Again, I'll use Oscar De La Hoya. When he was getting ready to fight Julio Cesar Chavez for the first time, huge fight. They fought together on a doubleheader against, very, very weak opposition. But at least everybody knew, like, these guys are staying fresh, they're staying ready, and they're fighting each other, a few months later. That is, I think, a lot more palatable, a lot more acceptable to boxing fans than when you go into this type of matchup against.
You get me? Like, they preparing them for the fight. They act like they're not working towards this. Like, what is they supposed to do?
Lima with the uncertainty of what's next.
Yep. It's a fair enough point. Something that caught my eye last night, I know you said, you might not necessarily have seen the post, but I saw the video. Andre Ward for many years has sort of always, I think, half teased a comeback, whether it be promo for something new he's doing, he's sort of half hinted or he's sharing little bits of sparring or who he's still sparring with. And doing all this kind of stuff.
Man,
He
bro,
mentioned
Dr.
he would be
Smoke.
open to fighting Anthony Joshua, Wembley Stadium, and that would be something that would intrigue him, etc. Anthony Joshua has fired back in the comments. Anthony Joshua was active last night on Instagram, and he responded straight away and just put payday, payday, and in brackets Canelo voice. And he said, actually, I've just
Yeah,
sent
he's
you
trying to, he want that tune up. He talking about
Jay
Boots,
Prince,
and he looking for a
Eddie
tune
Hearn's
up.
contact. So when you look at obviously how long he's been out retired, but a lot of people wanting the Anthony Joshua smoke. And look,
I mean,
what do you make of it?
I guess you got Andre calling out Joshua. Obviously, we know what's going on as the possibility of him and Jake Paul, which I find to be utterly laughable. Look, I understand. I mean, Andre, he's a competitive guy. He was a great fighter for a long time, a Hall of Famer. One of the rare fighters, at least in terms of an elite fighter, who retired undefeated. A long time, top 2 or 3 or 4 pound for pound guys. Some had him number 1 for a period of time. Olympic gold medal. Unified the titles at super middleweight. Became the light heavyweight champion and also unified in that division, and walked away on a knockout victory against Kovalev. Winning it for the second time. A lot of people thought he lost the first fight, but he certainly left no doubt in the rematch. But the point is, he hasn't fought since around summer of 2017. So it's been quite a long time. And he retired. I know.
Shout out to Ward, man. If he ever come out of retirement to fight a guy like Anthony Joshua, he gonna always have my respect. Hall of Fame career. There's no way you could slight him. Nothing bad you could say about SOG, man. He just one of them ones, man. He always gonna be one of them ones, dog. Always, man. Always. Always, man. But shout out to Champy, man. Throwing 50 and we'll go from there. Everyone in the chat throwing 50 and we'll go from there. Shout out to Champy, man. He said, bring a chat folk to battle it out. Yeah, man, I'll make flyers too. Yeah, Champy, I'm good at making thumbnails, man. Send me the pic, Champy, Champion Reap, man. I'll make it a pay-per-view joint. But shout out to everybody, man. We put about 7 hours in, 10 hours the other day, and we just gonna keep rolling, man. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, make sure you do. We less than 90 away. I think we 80 something away, man. So make sure you sub up, share the lives, support the builds, and we'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, to build on this boxing. Shout out to my homie Dank rocking out all the way with me, man. As always, appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the fan, man. Enjoy the rest of this day. And I'll see all of y'all tomorrow for sure, man. Yeah, but Champion, my guy Champion Reef, man, y'all gotta give me some pictures. We're gonna get the thumbnail. Al Booger, you already know. My guy, man, channel member, the homie. Lance, my guy, appreciate y'all rocking out to the end of this show, man. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow, man. Shayla, the queen, appreciate you. Always, man. Always. Peace to
Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels, too. Look at that 4-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.